All right. I think he's still doing it.
then fuck it.
Oh, no, it's up. It's working. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Fuck me. I'm the balls. I know what I'm doing. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know the deal.
It didn't lose the first part of the show, did it?
No, it did. Probably didn't, but I'm recording it anyway. So there you go. Monetize this episode number 44. I'm glad you guys are here. Yes, it worked. I'm going to write that in the chat. It worked. It worked. Holy shit. Refresh, it will work, your screen. Yes. Refresh, it will work, I'm telling you. Yeah. So, let's start this show off. It's going to get a little bit weird tonight. The first thing I want to tell you about is, if you haven't noticed, you will see that I have put up a nice banner that says, "Who sucks more for not being here tonight?" I want you to answer this for me. I've got the thing right here. Who sucks more for not being here? Is it Dave or Tommy C? Which guy? Who sucks more? Tommy C, and Dave both are not going to be here tonight, so I want you guys to vote. And whoever, by the way, whoever wins, whoever you vote, whoever you vote for, who sucks more. What's wrong, Jesse?
I don't know if it's true or not. Someone says in the chat, not synced up.
Oh.
Well, fucking what the fuck? So you know what? I don't know.
You never know. I don't know.
You might not want to push it with this shit.
Whoever wins, whoever you vote. Whoever you vote for, who sucks. Well, looks fine to me. Anyway, so here's the deal. Whoever you vote for more, whoever sucks more, whoever you vote for, who sucks more, Tommy C or Dave is going to have to sing the Power Rangers song. They're going to have to sing the Power Rangers song next week on Monetize This. Night-night. I said night to my daughter. So you guys will decide tonight who sucks more, Dave or Tommy C. They will have to sing the Power Rangers song, and I want you to vote and let me know who you think sucks more, Dave or Tommy C. Who do you think sucks more, Jesse? Really, you're talking about, Dave has reasons, Tommy has reasons, who is really the worst of the two in this situation?
I don't know, they're both doing it for the same reason.
What's that?
Because they have kids. I mean, it's horrible.
Well, that's true, but I think Dave kind of just bailed out because he was tired, because you know what I mean?
Oh, well then,
because Dave said, I don't think I can go.
What are you asking? Who's a bigger asshole? Tommy wins every time.
Okay. Well, Tommy wants to be with his kid, but Dave's like, see, Dave is always like, I'm a little too tired and burnt out, guys. Well, maybe you didn't do 17 live of your own shows. Maybe then Dave would be here tonight if he didn't do 17 of his own live shows. So maybe Dave is the bigger dick. I don't know. I'm just saying. You let me know.
I said Tommy wins.
You think Tommy wins anyway?
Yeah, he always wins, if we're talking assholes.
That's a good point. Have you seen this thing in the sky, Jesse? There's a mystery object in the sky that you have to see. You know what I'm talking about?
So your Skype's cutting out, and also the fucking stream's going crazy.
Oh, really?
Stream's back, but Skype's still scratchy.
Okay. So I increased the video feed. I'm still having problems here with Comcast.
It's donation time, baby.
Oh,
here we go.
Here we go.
I vote Dave. He is fat.
Wow. Dave
This was much more simplified than yours, Joe.
Yeah. Dave is
just like, let's cut to the skinny of it. He's fat.
Dave is gay. Says, I vote Dave. He's fat.
Ooh.
Thanks, Dave. All right, so Dave, who sucks more for not showing up? So Dave has 2. So right now, Dave sucks more for not being here with 2. With 2 points, Dave sucks more. Okay, so here's what I want to get to. Let's see if I can get to it. And hopefully our stream is okay.
It's donation time, baby.
More coming in.
Dave sucks more because it is more unexpected. # sing the Power Ranger song.
There we go. We're starting to, the votes are coming in. This is the thing that I wanted you to see, Jesse. And if the show does lag a little bit tonight, you'll be able to see it re-uploaded in full HD without any lag. Here is this item that opens up like the heavens today. I want you to see this. This is very interesting.
Anything like this. This is the sky here in Escazú, Costa Rica.
Some people thought it might be aliens.
And look at the sky. It's absolutely
God.
Shoot
it's
me
like
a link.
sign of God.
I'm playing it on the video right now. I don't know if you can see it.
Here you have the normal.
I'm playing the video in shitty resolution to save bandwidth. Oh, okay.
Wow.
I see.
It just looks like the sun is reflecting off some cool ass clouds in a.
Wait. Oh, that's cool.
God.
Yeah, it's just an effect. It's an illusion, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's
But
all
it's awesome.
it
It's
seems
awesome
like.
looking.
A lot of people saying, it was breathtaking. It was a sign of God. I think it was just a bunch of fucking clouds, and rainbows happen with prisms and light.
Still pretty fucking awesome.
It is awesome. I definitely agree. You know what I heard too earlier? Speaking of interesting alien things, I was just looking around the internet and laughing at all the 9/11 things, and I was reading a lot about how it's a conspiracy and 9/11 was a cover-up. And then the Jesse the Ventura show showed up, the conspiracy theory with Jesse Ventura, which is awesome, I think.
Yeah, I like that dude. Not everything, but some of it.
I really like his show. I mean, I get how he kind of makes you scared and things like that. But
actually, I didn't watch that show. I listened to his podcast for a little while.
Oh, okay. I like that. I'm sure I'd like that too. But the show was the 9/11. Then I watched his 9/11 show. Did you know that they never found the black boxes? I didn't know that. All this time has gone by, and I did not know that they didn't find the black boxes. And then multiple people have been on record as saying that they have never, ever seen a plane go down and not recover the black box, no matter what, no matter how crazy, TWA, whatever the fuck that crashed in the ocean, everything. They found the black boxes. Fire, rubble, burning, whatever. Crashed into a mountain. They find the black boxes. But at 9/11 in the towers, they didn't find the black boxes. And Jesse, this is a rhetorical question, but do you know what that means? Jesse, do you know what that means? The fact that they didn't find the black boxes, Jesse. Do you understand what that means? And I'll answer it for you. It means that some black people from Harlem took those boxes and sold them. That's what happened. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't know what happened to them, but they're missing. Nobody knows who the black boxes are. And some people
sold that shit on Sky Mall.
So some people think that the black boxes are hidden somewhere. Why would they keep them secret? They must have found them. So then there's multiple people who said, I did see the black boxes. They do have the black boxes. I saw them with my own eyes. I just don't know where they were. And so you got all these people saying they saw the black boxes. And some people, when you say there's no black boxes, most people's argument isn't that somehow they disappeared. They found everything. They combed through that rubble, tooth and nail. They found people's skin. They found people's hands and fingers and goddamn fingernails so they could identify someone was dead. They found people's fingernails. But these 4 giant boxes, black boxes that everyone's looking for, have not come up at all.
So what's so special about these boxes?
The black boxes tell you what happens on the flight. They give you the flight recorder. So
sounds like bullshit to me then, so what the fuck?
What do you mean?
Sounds like a bunch of mischief. What are you gonna do?
It sounds like mischief because months before this happened, 9/11 happened, the government, like Bush and Cheney and all those guys, changed the laws so that only somebody in the office, like Rumsfeld or Dick Cheney or the president or somebody like that, can order a strike down of an aircraft. There'd been like 100 or so, episodes before this where where if anything were in the air rogue like this or going, even suspicious, the Navy would escort it somewhere or come on to it. The pilots, not the Navy, what the fuck am I talking about? The Air Force. would immediately engage it. Like if there was a UFO or somebody flying, they would be engaged by the Air Force if it was any danger. Especially if one plane flew into a building, all other flights now would be suspect. And especially if another one flew into the Trade Center, all other flights everywhere that were still in the air would be suspect, and they would be engaged by the Air Force. But they weren't, because recently, within that year before, they had changed the rules and changed the laws, passed a law for the first time ever, that could not just be engaged on by the military solo. It had to be given, the command had to be given by somebody in the office. So that, like a Rumsfeld or a Dick Cheney. Let's not forget that Dick Cheney worked for years for a company that made the weapons that we used to go to Iraq. That's weird. So you get into all these conspiracies, and it's just very interesting. It's interesting to me. It's a little bizarre, and the reason why they did all this. So then you talk about false flag and all that stuff, and it could have been so that they could. To me, it must have been for the Patriot Act, because at the time when they made the Patriot Act and it got signed, I couldn't believe that it was being passed. I was like, what, 20-something, 21? What was I, 20 years old or 18 or something? I was 18. And I remember, maybe I was a little bit older. And I remember thinking, dude, what the fuck? This thing got passed. This thing is crazy. It eliminates half the fucking Bill of Rights. And it got passed because everyone was scared shitless. So we can go get the oil, we can go in Afghanistan, I can get my daddy's payback, my vice president's company can make trillion dollars on vehicles and armor and all this shit that he had made and wanted made and couldn't have made because we weren't at war. It's very interesting, and I used to laugh when people said 9/11 conspiracy. I used to be like, get out of my face with that, dude. Get out of my face. It would be like if somebody came into your house and killed your mother, and they were like a crazy drug dealer, and they just killed your mother because they wanted drugs or something. But then you had people coming up to you to tell you, no, man, they weren't really there to kill your mother. They just did that to cause a scene so that up the street they could rob a bank. I don't know. It's something like that. And you'd be like, that's bullshit. Why are you taking away from my mother's death? That's what it was like on 9/11, all the conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
You okay?
I've seen. I've just kind of. I was interested in that stuff at one point. I've kind of moved on past it, so I'm just kind of letting you go for it.
All right. Well, there you go. I've felt like that for a long time.
I'm still interested in it. It's just like I'm waiting to hear something new. Like, ooh, we found proof.
Yeah, I'm waiting to hear where are the boxes.
Yeah. Fuck them.
That's the problem. We can't get an answer because where are the boxes? And the Patriot Act is a perfect example of it. It's the worst thing. If you don't know what it is, when they signed the Patriot Act, I was like 18. I think I was like 18 or 20 years old. And I said, they can't really be signing this, can they? They can't really be signing something that says they can just come after you at any time. They can just put you in jail.
What that shit set in motion. I learned about it recently I've learned about it. I didn't know at the time, but holy shit, that started, I guess.
I tried to vote. I was like, if these people vote Bush again, I'm going to kill myself. I couldn't believe that the country voted for Bush again after he released the Patriot Act. It worked. And so I've enjoyed conspiracies over a long period of time, but I never paid too much attention. But I've been going crazy watching tons of conspiracy videos, and I'm really into the Planet X and Nibiru stuff. I'm really into that right now. I don't know why. I don't know if I believe any of it, but I'm into it all.
I haven't watched those two yet. I'm more looking at more ancient shit. Well, not what's happening now, more stuff that's happened before. Or yeah, I'm more looking at older shit.
Well, they talk about these dimensions and how we're going to graduate from the planet. It's very bizarre.
Well, there's different dimensions, yeah.
I'm into that.
There's a third, there's a fourth, fifth. I don't know how many fucking ones there are. I know that there's at least 7 that are relative, relative to us, right by us.
I'm not going to lie.
And they correspond with chakras and all this other shit.
I think this whole country is a joke right now. I think we've been fucked over.
Yeah.
And I never talked like this before when I was younger. I used to think I couldn't really take that kind of talk. I thought the government was a little fucked up and things are weird, but I now believe that this whole thing is more fucked up than any of us know. Any of us believe darker than any of us could have expected. Right now, Dave leads with 3 votes. Who sucks more for not showing up, Dave or Tommy C? Right now, it is Dave. We're also going to take your calls at 339-226-6610. It's Monetize, this episode 44, Joe Cronin Show, with Jesse here as well. And we will take your phone calls. And because we are missing a 3rd and 4th member tonight, if you're good on the phone, you may stay longer than normal.
Oh, okay, so there's fucking 10 dimensions, I believe, it looks like.
Wow, okay, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That
I'm
makes
like
sense.
trying to look up a bunch of different shit
That
here.
makes sense, Jesse.
See, I'm still learning about this shit myself. I
Well-
learn about this stuff on a longer process where I like kind of feel through it.
Yeah.
Kind of like how you would listening to an album. You go to you listen to a band and you might listen to all their albums or whatever because you really dig. Like that's what I like to do with this kind of shit. Well, I'll spend months really getting into it to where I know it through and through. Then I move on.
What I understand about it is there's a lot of things that go into Planet X and Nibiru. And I know that I went on a funny rant about it one night on a show, and it was funny. You know what I mean? It was kind of funny. But if you want to break the real thing down, it's very bizarrely interesting, but also contradictive, and you have to be careful because there are so many jokesters out there. And everybody's selling a CD all of a sudden at the end of their videos. You know?
Yeah, it's the same. Hang on, I gotta let this fucking dog out. But it's the same reason Ancient Aliens kind of pisses me off.
It is like kind of how Ancient Aliens is.
Because I believe in a lot of the shit that they talk about, but the way that they do it, it comes off hokey.
Ingenuine, yeah. But there, it's just interesting the possibility of if that were to happen or what it is. And people think they see it in front of the sun. There's a lot of pictures of the sun. There's a dwarf sun hiding behind the sun, but it looks like it's sunspots in all the pictures. But there's 2 different things to this. There's a rogue planet, you know, that could be coming. That's, you know, that's going to hit us, and that's just a planet thing, and that has nothing to do with anything. But then there's this belief in why it's called Nibiru, because of the Anunnaki and the aliens, that the ancient aliens that basically put us in slavery and made us with a defect. And that's what a lot of people believe, is that we were made with a defect in our brains, and you know, so that we don't understand that that we are a eternal soul, that we have an eternal soul, and because we don't know we have an eternal soul, you know, we can be controlled easier.
Oh, okay, I got what you're saying. See, that's just like okay, I don't believe that, but I fucking it's just another perception of the same thing a lot of other people try and explain.
And what happens is,
what is heaven? What is that like? What is continued life or whatever?
What happens is when this thing gets here, though, there's going to be a change. Like there's going to be a dimensional change, and everybody who's selfish, and all the bad people, all the selfish people on the planet, if you're not ready to move on yet, you're going to be transformed into. You're going to stay here on the burning planet and stay in the 3rd dimension as a selfish person, but if you're ready to move on and you are unselfish, then you will be transformed into the 4th dimension, where we will go into the 4th dimension, where, you know, there's less, there's not really the hunger, there's not so much the fighting. It's much more peaceful, a little bit more enlightened type of place. Where our bodies will turn into the kind of the crystalline. It will be a little bit different. You won't be able to see us anymore. We'll be rotating and bouncing on a different wavelength.
No, see, like I can dig that actually, but I mean I don't know what the fuck. I haven't even looked into this shit, but it doesn't really matter. Like people have different ways of explaining it, and it's all the same shit. There is something after you die. You do keep going in some form or another. Whether nobody knows what the fuck it is. Everyone has a different way of explaining it, and everyone has some sort of belief. Except a thing I don't like about like religion, like Catholic religion and all of that, is the fear that's usually fear base is usually why people even believe, like they worry about hell and all that shit and heaven. they don't really get the big picture of it. They just, I'm gonna just do what it says.
That's what worries me about all the alien talk stuff and things.
The alien shit bothers me too because it sounds a lot like people trying to sell shit, and honestly, they don't know any more than you do.
Yeah, like they're trying.
They know a lot, but they don't know what's after this world any more than you do.
Right. And they talk about it like they do. They say, "I know."
Oh, fucking sure. Yeah. Well, I mean, do they do better than they do in Ancient Aliens, where they just keep saying some kind of technology? In fact. I hate that fucking word when they say it.
666666666 is calling. So.
Interesting.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, man?
What's going on? Is this Joe?
It is Joe. How are you?
Hey, how are you? How's everything? I was calling because you guys were talking about the conspiracy, so I wanted to talk about that.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think 9/11. Did you ever hear about Larry Silverstein, the owner of the World Trade Center?
Silverstein, is he the scientist?
No, he's the owner of the World Trade Center. He doubled his insurance 6 weeks prior to 9/11 in case of a terroristic attack. You know, they made over $9 billion. Yeah, they made over $9 billion for that.
Holy shit! So you think that guy did it instead?
No, I mean it was an inside job, obviously. Like if you look at Building 7, no plane hit it, but yet.
Nobody ever talks about Building 7. You realize that? It's really weird. Nobody ever. They just talk about the tower, and then they don't talk about Building 7 ever.
Exactly. Building 7, look it up, man. And it's like, if you look up, Building 7 obviously was an inside job, you know. And he's on record saying that they pulled it.
Yeah.
You know. So.
Well, the other thing is that they found explosive debris everywhere, like explosive debris, and that's a fact. That's a scientific fact. They found that. And the biggest thing to me is that they hid the black boxes, because if you put, when did those terrorists or people take over the cockpit? And if you don't want people to know about when they took over the cockpit, that's what you do with the boxes. You get rid of them. Because once these things hit the towers, the other ones would have been shot down. Can you believe that a plane crashed into the Pentagon? I mean, I don't know, man. Like, if you fly like a small plane near there, it gets shot down. Remember the guy who tried to fly a copter? Oh, I think we lost him. Thank you. Thanks for the call, man. Good call. Remember the guy who tried to fly a copter like onto the White House lawn and they shot him down? He was like flying in it, and they took his ass down. They'll take.
I don't remember.
They'll goddamn take you down if you do that. Oh man. Wow, this is nobody's voting tonight. Dave is winning, but by 3.
No, everyone's in the chat talking about all this shit.
I was like, fuck this.
No, they're looks like they might be into it. I don't know. It's fun. I like Frenchie Ben. No, he should call in. You should call in and fucking add to the mixing pot, dude. Get on here and fucking throw something out here.
P.S. Carnivore is writing stuff about stars everywhere.
Well, I started this shit. I put
because
I was trying to explain like what the fuck I was trying to say. Like, basically, yeah, we're stars. We're light. We're the same shit that planets, that the fucking particles that are all around us. Everything's all made of the same shit. It all started with light and energy.
I don't know. 9/11 is really weird, though. I never cared. I never looked. I mean, I cared. I just never thought. I thought it was a real terrorist attack.
Talking energy, that's jet fuel there.
When people
talking 9/11.
When people started being like, it's a conspiracy, I was like, yeah, right, whatever. But now the more I look at it, this is really weird. It's really weird. Destination America is dropping TNA Wrestling. That seems to be a fact now.
They should do the Owen Hart drop and just get rid of him. I'll do Owen Hart if you fucking dig him up, and I'll subscribe. Fuck you, Cronin. I mean, you ain't... No.
Let's see. Destination America dropping TNA at the end of the year.
Planet X, that was WCW, I think.
Jarrett relinquished his shares of the company. Also made interesting comments to Sports Illustrated about TNA's best years. The fact of the matter is, TNA had its most successful years when I was at the helm, said Jarrett. It's just that simple. Also noted, Sports Illustrated article also contained Carter's first comments confirming that Destination America is dropping TNA. So, goodbye, TNA. I like how Andre Corbiel has apparently bailed on TNA. He finally, he was like, oh, fuck it. He's been doing all this WWE stuff. It's really weird.
Who?
Andre Corbiel.
Oh, yeah.
He's not doing his Can-Am show anymore either. I don't know
what. You told me about that. Yeah. What is? Yeah. Well, he sounds like he's got a new gig.
I don't know what's happening yet, but
I saw something the other day. It looked brand new and it looked big. It was that we talked about it. It was that goddamn day in the life.
Yeah. I don't know if that has to do with it though or not, but
me neither. But it sounded like something like that just by the fucking title. I just skimmed through life, so I fucking based all this on a title.
Yeah, I mean, you had it right. I mean, that's basically it. That's it, you know? I said, hey, WWE's going to come after you for posting that, you know?
Oh, shit. What do you say?
Nothing.
Oh, that's because, well, they told me to do it, Joe.
They told me to do it. And then I told them to go to right to hell. I knew Stu Hart.
As long as they don't curse.
There's just really no wrestling news. I mean, I don't know what you want me to look at the headlines. This is the most popular headlines in wrestling right now. Page on whether Nikki Bella's title reign is a shot at CM Punk. That's the number one thing. And then there's another thing, new look for Stardust.
Yeah.
Daughter of Hall of Famer training. There's just nothing. Dolph Ziggler gives Summer Rae on Raw. What did he give her?
It's
what
donation
the fuck,
time, baby.
Let's do this!
This is a prepared statement from the Illuminati. Nobody can have more fingers pointed for conspiracy than we, the Illuminati. By the way, we can confirm that it is us that is responsible for the clock bomb false flag in Texas.
Oh.
Only training.
Wow. I knew the Grand Illuminous would have something to do with this. Grand Illuminous, although you are apparently a horrible person, thank you for donating to the show tonight. I really needed it and appreciated it since... I'm a little bit pissed off that it's just me and Jesse tonight, but I appreciate you, Grand Illuminous, for helping out. You are the best. You are the balls. Now you can vote, too. Who sucks more for not showing up? And whatever the number is, don't you not think that I won't send these numbers to them, as harshly as possible. So who sucks more for not showing up, Dave or Tommy? Every dollar you donate is going to go to their votes. Right now, Dave is winning with 3 votes. Dave sucks more than Tommy at this point. So I want you in the description box down below. You can click the link and help the show out and donate to us live and vote who sucks more. It's in the link below. Jesse, what else happened for you today? Did you have a good day? Did you masturbate?
No.
No? I did.
No time for it.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't anymore.
Just too lazy.
No. Trying to fucking discipline myself in a lot of ways.
Why? What's wrong with that? Why is that discipline? I better not. I'm going to hell. I mean, I do kind of feel weird.
No. That's not. No. You know me better than that. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck.
I'm so confused.
Anything about hell?
You gonna go to hell?
No. There isn't a fucking hell, for Christ's sake. What the fuck? I'll kill all of you, and I'll still live.
You're gonna live.
Durstendeiken.
It's funny that you just did that because Leo was just saying, I'm listening to Ramstein.
That's why I did it.
Anyway, the Joe Cronin Show is brought to you by WrestleCrate, WrestleCrate.com WrestleCrate.com, and you want to get the monthly wrestling crate, the Wrestle Box, the Wrestle Crate, whatever you want to call it. All this wrestling merchandise will come to you. Twitter them at WrestleCrates on Twitter, and if you enter in coupon code Joe Sent Me, you'll get WrestleCrate every month. It's a monthly subscription box, and you can open up WrestleCrate, post it on YouTube, and have yourself merry fucking WrestleCrate. It'll be unbelievable. And you'll enjoy it. I promise. What do the comments say in the chat? Because I have no idea what the fuck we're doing. Jesse didn't have enough time to sneak the gap into the gap. Is he talking about his mother? He might be talking about your mother. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. So some people think this mystery cloud is a sign of God. Going back to the mystery cloud, which started this whole.
Oh, you should take a fucking call because we need someone to bounce off this shit. At least I know I do.
I'm wondering what they think. I mean, of this cloud, this mysterious cloud that appeared in the sky. If it's God or not, I don't know. We are opening the phone.
I'm gonna go
lines,
make food. So if you better make a fucking monologue or
860. Well, I lost them. All right, I'll go to the phones. 860 hung up. 612 is on though.
Joe, I heard you trying to talk some wrestling there for a second. I was curious what your thoughts were on the Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, who their partner might be.
You know what? I'm curious as to how big your mother's pussy is.
Oh, no. You think I'm a prankster, don't you?
Yeah.
This is the second time that I've called not pranking you and that you thought I was pranking you. Last time I didn't even get a word out of my mouth and you told me you were going to shove a hockey stick up my ass. I'm all business, Joe. I'm not here to prank you. I'm a fan.
It's donation time, baby.
Let's do this.
I can't stop laughing.
One other thing, the kid wasn't on it the whole time.
Wait, you're not the fucking
and
pranker?
paid very,
Sounds
very
like a mother.
generously for
I
his
can assure
you I'm not.
participation. Not all is rotten, and no one got killed. #Illumicrate.
Thank you, Grand Illumist. The kid was in on it the whole time, he says. Grand Illuminist, thank you. I appreciate that. Your opinion matters. It really does. You didn't vote for anybody, but thank you, Grand Illuminist. Okay, so this is not a pranker, apparently. I mean, it would be the best if he was, though. And then he was like, it is me, ha, fuckhead. Like,
I wish I was that close, and I wish I was.
you probably could have just done it anyway. I would have thought it was you anyway. But anyway, I put you in the phone system now, so now I know it's when you call, I'll know it's you, and I won't threaten to kill you next time.
Sounds good, Joe. I'll let you guys talk on that for a minute. I appreciate you taking my call.
Wait, what would you say? I forget now.
Oh, I was just asking who you guys thought might pair with Ambrose and Reigns for the Night of Champions match.
Okay. This has been a really hot question. All right, I'll let you go. Thanks for the call. This has been a really hot question. Who I think is going to partner up with Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. And as far as I'm concerned, with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, I think I would be pissed off if it's anybody on the current roster. I said it could be The Rock, and I think if it was The Rock, I would actually think I'd kind of like that, I guess. But anybody else I'd be angry about. However, unless it was somebody that was like unbelievable that they brought back that I didn't expect to see. That would be awesome. That would definitely be cool. But then somebody said, I think it's going to be Kane. Because they're calling this guy like a monster, and Kane's going to be the big red monster machine, and he comes back as old Kane. That would really... I don't know if that would be... Kane has bounced around too much. There's part of me that's like, yeah, that would be awesome. But there's a bigger part of me that's like, no, I don't want to see that. I've seen that a bunch already. I don't want to see Kane. Please don't. Please don't be Kane. And I don't want it to be Kane. So I think it could be Kane or The Rock, but I'm hoping it's somebody that's not even on the roster and it's a surprise. Please be that. Hello.
What's up?
What's going on?
Yo, what do you think about the Four Horsewomen not being part of the DLC for 16?
You mean just all of them being part of it, or just the because we got
like Sasha, Charlotte, Becky, Bailey. Like the 2K confirmed earlier today that they're not part of the DLC at all for the game.
Wow, I did not know that. That is horrible. Like that's stupid.
More than anything.
That's the dumbest thing ever. They had NXT in there. I mean, I want Sasha Banks. I want to play as Sasha Banks. Like, I'm not even joking. That's bullshit. Like, that's enraging. All those chicks should be in there. How hard is it for them to create them and throw them fucking up?
They're going to fucking add them for a price later. They're going to charge for them. You know how they do it?
Well, I don't need it. Now I don't want to read it. I'm mad now.
Wait, we're
I mean,
like
they put
I'm
people
sure
like Cameron and Eva Marie in there, but yet they can't
no.
put them in there.
They'll
That's
put them
retarded.
in, but they want people to pay for them.
But he's saying they're not putting him in his DLC.
Who said that?
Yeah, they're not putting
Oh,
them
his
in at all.
DLC. Well, fuck it. Who gives? I don't know. What the fuck?
No, I mean, listen, I don't care too much, but I am a little pissed off. I mean, Cameron, what the fuck?
I don't know, I'm gonna shut up just because it's wrestling and I don't really care.
Cameron sucks.
She does.
Why is she in the game? That's annoying. Thanks for the call.
Right, Naomi Cameron, which one is it? They
That's
both suck,
stupid.
right?
I mean, WWE's taking like Hulk Hogan out of everything. I mean, they don't know what's going on. They removed a chick who
I'll
had
take them out.
chick put Nazi like some weird photos up from years ago, and people found them and tattletaled on WWE, and then they fired her like that. Like what? This world is fucking dumb. This place is dumb. Alex Williams says they're not DLC. They're not anything, so they're not even in the game. Yeah, I'm sure you can create them, but I mean, they should just be in the game. God damn it. That stuff is enraging. Just little irritating things like that drive me nuts.
It's donation time, baby.
Let's do this!
How can it be me? I am doing very well on my presidential libertarian polls to worry about things like that. Oh, 5 for Tommy C.
Oh, wow. Okay, wait a minute. Glenn Jacobs has now voted for Tommy C. Holy shit. So Tommy C now has 5, and Dave has 3 on who sucks more for not showing up to monetize this, Dave or Tommy C. And it's going to be Dave with 3 and Tommy C with 5. You guys will have the entire night to vote as I continue to drink. Basically do a solo show because I think Jesse's tapped out. I don't know what the fuck to ask you, Jesse. You're like you're a goddamn stone wall. And Leah won't come on the show because she's listening to Rammstein and wants to not fucking do a goddamn thing. And honestly, I didn't prepare a goddamn thing for tonight because I just thought we were going to have a show. I didn't know that people weren't going to be here. I actually thought that Tommy might be here tonight. And then I guess Dave sent me at 3 o'clock that he couldn't be here, but I missed it. So I was like, oh, we're good to go. You know, at least Dave and Jesse and me. You know, and then all of a sudden, oh, fuck, I didn't read that. So we're having problems. I got to add you on Skype, Vampire Come Fuck, whatever the fuck your name is. Call back and I'll try to put you on the show. And I'll add some of these other people, like I'll add Bear and Gaming something or other. You're all added to the show now on my Skype so that you can call in should you want to. There's a big Sunday of football. How about for all you Kansas City versus Denver watchers the other night, Jamal Charles just butt fumbles his ass. I mean, that was wild.
It's donation time, baby.
Swiss Sammy.
Do this!
The 4 horsewomen might not be in the game, but what about butt fuck dumb?
Oh, you might see butt fuck dumb when I play 2K. I kind of, I gotta be honest, I kind of soured on 2K, on WWE 2K15 because I'm not joking. I actually was angry that I spent 9 hours or 8 hours. I spent 8 hours making a pay-per-view. I put it up on Vimeo, and nobody really bought it. Like 5 people bought it or something like that. I couldn't believe it. I thought at least like 20 people, maybe even 30 people would buy it because I spent 8 hours working on it, and it was an hour and a half, and it was just, I don't know. All these people were watching me, so I figured they were like, oh, I don't know. I don't know why I thought that, but I did it. I was dumb. I should have just stuck to broadcasting streams, but I was having problems with that, so I made this pay-per-view thing thinking it was some cool idea, and nobody cared. So I think once that happened, I got pissed off, and I was like, I don't want to ever fucking play this game again. I spent all fucking Saturday making this thing. However, you guys have more than made up for it with your support of the show every week, so maybe I should just shut the fuck up and play the whatever. I'll probably play 2K16 when it comes out. I don't know. I just was upset. Jesse, do you know where St. Petersburg is?
No. And by the way, I'm not like leaving you. I'm fucking making food here.
Jesse says no, he doesn't know where it is, Leah. Earlier, I was watching a video, and it was going on in St. Petersburg, and I said, isn't that in Florida? And then Leah was like, it's in Russia, you idiot. It's in Russia, you idiot. And I was like, St. Petersburg? I think of Florida or something. Like, how the fuck would I think Russia? I would think Russia would be like...
Oh, I was going to say somewhere like European.
Saklostanov or something. Like, why the fuck would St. Petersburg be in Russia? You know?
Not European. I mean, I don't know.
You know, does Moscow, like, does that sound like... what? St.
I don't
Petersburg?
know. I have no idea where I'm bad geographically. I wasn't going to say anywhere in America. Actually, I wasn't going to say anything, but it sounds like it's from a different country than here, for sure. Russia?
Like Norway or something, it sounds like maybe.
No, so what is it, Russia?
But Russia, why would it be... everything in Russia is like...
Because it was founded by Peter the Great.
Peter the Great. Well, but everything is just like Schlostanov and things that I can't pronounce. So...
It's like a major city.
Oh, you got to get her on the show. She's fired up.
You got to get on the show. Come on, Jesse's screaming for you to come on the show.
No, you're all a bunch of uncultured swine.
Well, get on here. We need you. I'm not even joking.
I'm going to bed in like 10 minutes.
I don't care. Get on here.
Hell was that?
I'm not paying you then, Leah. 812. He's jerking off. Hey.
Somebody.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on?
Somebody chopping up shit for fajitas.
Damn.
I think
I was trying to tune into the show. For some reason, I can't get my live feed to work right now.
Oh,
Just
shit.
every time I try to pull the video up, there's error occurred. But I actually had a question. I tried to call in on your guys' show.
Oh, it might not work for mobile.
That's probably it. I didn't think about that.
It should. There could be a problem, though.
I saw that in the chat earlier, too.
Oh, really? That's weird. It could be the broadcast. There's been something going on with YouTube.
Well, actually, I was wanting to call in Monday and talk to you guys about something on Monday Night Raw. I don't know if you guys talk about wrestling very much and monetize this.
Yeah, tonight I'll talk about anything tonight. I'll tell you that.
I just started listening to you guys about 3 months ago, and I just want you guys to know your guys' show is awesome. It's my favorite one on YouTube right now.
That's awesome. This is crazy.
I actually, my question was, I've been having a debate with my buddies on like the Night of Champions card, and the thing is, we were arguing because I wasn't really like defending WWE's booking because that's fucking ridiculous, but I was just talking to them about, they said that all the cards have been weak for pay-per-views. Like, they were so pissed about SummerSlam because they thought it was a really shit show.
Yeah.
And, you know, the only matches that were good was the Taker-Lesnar match and the Rollins-Cena match. And I kind of told them, I was like, but that's like the basis of, like, pay-per-views, right? Like, you try to get the buy rates by promoting the big fight. That's why matches are referred to as the undercard.
Yeah, they've had some pay-per-views in the recent memory where like every match was pretty good, or like four out of the 8 or 5 of them were good. But I think SummerSlam was like an old school pay-per-view where, like, if you go back and watch most of the SummerSlams, you're like, oh, I don't care about any of this, but Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon and Bret Hart for the title against this guy, or, you know, Hulk Hogan versus this guy I want to watch that. And all these other matches or whatever, but then there was an IC belt match that was good. So it was that old school, like, double main event SummerSlam where everything else was fluff, and then you had the 2 main events. So, you know, I think I was hard on it at one point and then more realistic on it another. I also think that for people like me and maybe you and other people, but especially for me, it was harder. It probably made me harder on the pay-per-view because TakeOver was the night before. And it was so, like, I was using so much adrenaline, so much excitement for that it probably hurt how I felt about SummerSlam because I came back to WWE reality or something. I don't know. When in reality, SummerSlam wasn't too bad. And also, to remember, like, a few years ago, you know, we had that awesome you know, Triple H screwing over Bryan, and that was like a really cool SummerSlam moment, and that was a lot of fun. And then there was some matches before that were all right. So I don't know, but it was okay.
Yeah, I've been really trying to tell him, like, you know, when you're trying to promote a show or a fight for that matter, you promote a really big fight. And if any of the other matches on the show are amazing, that's bonus. You shouldn't like really expect that in those cases. Even though it's a predetermined sport, I get that. But like, for instance, if a match like on the undercard steals the show, that's bonus. You get more bang for your buck. Technically, they're selling the big fight. I just wanted to call and see how you guys felt about that way of thinking.
Yeah, no problem. I think you're right. And that's what WWE's kind of thought process usually is. Although I kind of have another thought process where I think that they should get some of that NXT magic on WWE main roster and like have like Kevin Owens, you know, Kevin Owens and Cesaro kind of had a regular match. It was all right, but it was a regular match. They need to get a match that happens on WWE main like roster, like on a pay-per-view. Or not pay-per-view, whatever they're called now, special events. They need to get a match like Sasha and Bayley, or, you know what I mean, Kevin Owens and whoever, or just one of those NXT type of matches, but on the main roster, because a lot of those fans don't watch NXT or don't even know. A lot of those people, 70% of the audience still hasn't seen the Bayley-Sasha match. Those SummerSlam people, you know, so they need to see that, because when they see that, they'll be like, I get it. Right now, to all those younger kids or casual fans or new fans to wrestling, all those people, they go, I don't understand why people like this fat Kevin Owens guy. I don't understand why people like Sasha Banks. I like Nikki Bella. Why do people like Sasha Banks? But if they got to see one of those matches, they're like, they would be exposed to wrestling in a different way, and they would suddenly get it a little more, where I don't think they get it.
Yeah, and it's, you know, the thing is, too, you go back to, like, how excited do we get before a pay-per-view, and how excited do we get before a fucking NXT show? I mean, it's just like, it's a night and day difference. And I completely agree with you. But I'll let you guys go, man. I really appreciate you taking my call, and I just want to let you guys know you're doing a badass job. I love the show.
Thank you, man. That's awesome. When he was, Jesse, I don't know if you heard that, but when he was like, I was talking to my friend the other day, I thought he was going to go into like, and I said, look at this fat fucking Joe Cronin piece of shit. Like, he was just going to go into that. I don't know why.
He was talking with his brother, Old School Matt. He sounds kind of like him.
Kind of does sound like Old School Matt. He doesn't have the bad jokes, though.
No, but that's why we love Old School Matt.
I know. Because it's ridiculous. So
is that what happened, Matt? You made a bad joke, somebody fucked you up? Is that why your ribs are bad? No.
I felt bad. Did something really happen to him? I heard something about this.
I just, honestly, I've been out of the loop, but I just saw right now he said he'd call in. I think I saw, but his ribs are fucked up.
Yeah, somebody said that he got jumped, but I thought that was a little joke.
Oh, yeah, that's so fucked up.
If that's real.
I didn't hear anything beyond that, though, yeah.
I would actually go to Florida, or wherever he is, Tennessee, and fuck up whoever did that to him. Answer my call, you fuck is calling. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Is that
How about yourself?
Is that Viper for Randy Orton or what?
What?
Your logo, your picture.
Oh.
I seen this guy in the chat. Yeah.
Randy Orton, or not Randy Orton, The Rock is expecting a baby.
I saw that. I didn't even know he was married before. But he's...
Apparently, he met the girl in 2006. I never even knew he had a girlfriend.
I did not either. I said the same thing. Leah was looking it up for me earlier. She was like, look at his what? And I was like, what the fuck? I thought he had no girl. I thought he just hooked up with people.
Yeah, same thing. And she looks like a whore.
Oh, she does?
Well, the hell, The Rock was just getting some pie. Didn't tell the bitch to drop off a delivery.
What the fuck? How long? Where's that coming from?
I'm just eating pasta, dude.
Did you just make that up out of nowhere, or has that like been said before?
Oh, no. What the fuck, dude? That's what I do. Are you kidding?
Oh, my God, dude. That was fucking hilarious. What the fuck?
I was just waiting for you guys to finish so I can get it out.
Oh, my God. I
Good
have to
thing
hear
Dave
that.
and Tommy aren't here. It never happened.
Yeah, we would have never heard that. Unbelievable.
Fuck.
How long? Where's that coming? I can't believe you, Jess. But he's...
Apparently, he met the girl in 2006.
Wow.
I never even knew he had a girlfriend.
I did not either. I said the same thing. Leah was looking it up for me earlier. She was like, "Look at his what?" I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought he had no girl. I thought he just hooked up with people.
Yeah, same thing. And she looks like a whore.
Oh, she does?
Well, the hell, The Rock was just getting some pie. Didn't tell the bitch to drop off a delivery.
Oh boy, I could hear that all day. You're one funny cunt.
Yeah.
Man, sometimes I hear you in the background and I start fucking losing it. I'm driving in my car. I didn't hear a fucking thing you said.
Funny until you played it right now. I forgot what I said.
I don't know. Like, you do what I do sometimes. I go into something and I don't know what I said.
Yeah, no, I don't remember. And then I have to hear it later and go, "Oh my god, that was so good."
Unreal. So what? Answer my call, you fuck. What else do you got? What else is going on here?
I just got that, and that he saved 2 puppies from a drowning. I don't know if you saw that.
Were those the bulldogs that he has? The English bulldogs?
Yeah, he saved them on Labor Day like 10 days ago.
Did you know that? Really?
Drowning.
Leah, did you know that? The Rock saved the bulldogs? He saved them.
Up here
He
on
saved the
WWE.com. He's like all wet and he's still in the pool and they're like barking. It's like a small video.
You know what? William Shatner could learn a thing or two from The Rock. God damn it, William Shatner. Where were you? Where was The Rock when William Shatner's fucking wife was drowning? Can't believe it. Did you know this? Have you ever heard the 911 tape of Shatner? Did you guys ever hear that? Anybody? Oh my god.
No, I know. Sorry, I was on mute. And by the way, whatever joke you just did, which I forgot already, it killed. I was in the kitchen laughing right now. It was the whatever you just said about. Oh god, do it again.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Oh, it's 15, 20 seconds ago, and then and no, I haven't seen it. It was right before you asked, "Have you seen that?"
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no, what did you say when his fucking wife was fucking?
Yeah, because William Shatner's wife drowned in a pool.
Oh, that's not so funny, but the joke, yes, sir.
I don't even know what joke it was though.
Oh, what you said? Oh God, he could learn a thing. You know when his fucking wife was drowning?
Oh yeah, because The Rock like dove in and saved these these English bulldogs. And
I just said I couldn't do it.
Oh, French bulldogs. I'm sorry, the British bulldog. That's why I keep thinking of British. Get your fucking. Please come on the show, Leah. So but here's the thing. But William Shatner's wife is drowning in a pool. He calls 911, and literally the 911 call goes something like this, like, "Hello, hello, you gotta help my poor wife. She's drowning in the pool." Sir, is she still in the pool? Yes, help. Sir, are you able to go in and get your wife out of the pool? Get your wife out of the pool. No, my wife, she's in the pool. I know, sir. Can you get her out of the pool? She's in the deep end. Look at what the fuck? And that's not even me joking. That is the call. She's in the deep end is his response. She's in the deep end. If my wife was drowning in a pool, I wouldn't be on the 911 phone telling them that she's in the deep end. I would be diving into the pool to pull her out. That's what Captain Kirk would be doing. All these years, doing the role of Kirk.
Fucking Captain Kirk.
It's not on YouTube anymore.
Priceline.com.
You know, didn't William Shatner host the Rescue 911?
What?
He hosted that show, Rescue 911.
What the hell was that?
It was like this was the beginning of it.
What was it about?
It was like a hospital show. Like William Shatner would be like, 19-year-old Jimmy Menkins felt a funny stabbing pain while on a ski trip.
Oh my God! Yeah, I remember.
So he hosted an actual show that dealt with people's 911 situations, and he himself years later would end up having to call 911 because his wife is drowning in the pool, and they would tell him, "No, go get your wife," and he wouldn't do it.
She's in the deep end. I mean, God.
It's not.
By the way, speaking of, did you see that show he did with Spader a while back, Boston Legal? Good shit.
Yeah, I loved it, and especially in the Boston thing is what got me, because whenever people do things about Boston, I'm like, let me go check it out. Okay, so the audio has been taken down from YouTube. Okay, but I have the actual transcription of it, okay? And this is too bad, because honestly, the audio, I'm sorry, it's horrible to say, is funny as hell now. It's a terrible
Gotta
thing.
find it.
It really is a terrible thing. Like, it's not good. It's horrible. But it is funny as shit. Now, because it's him, it's too ridiculous. Like, no, this can't be real. It's been taken down. Okay, 911. Shatner. It's the call.
I might be able to find it here.
If you find it, let me know. We'll play it. Shatner says, "Oh my God." 911 dispatcher says, "What's your problem, sir?" Shatner says, "My wife's at the bottom of the pool." The dispatcher says, "Okay, did you get her out of the pool yet, sir?" Shatner says, "No, not yet." The dispatcher says, "I want you to take her out of the pool right now." Shatner says, "She's at the very deep end." 911 dispatcher, "Okay, sir, if you can, grab something and get her out of the pool right away. Get your wife out of the pool." He says, "Okay." 911 dispatcher says, "Don't hang up the phone." But Shatner did hang up the phone. And he did. It says here he dove into the pool.
If you can please respond to the Hard Rock.
Is this it?
No, hang on.
Okay, did you get her out of the pool yet, sir? No, not yet. I want you to take her out of the pool right now, sir. I'm gonna take her. She's at the very deep end.
Send that to me.
All right. There's actually 10 different celebrity ones on here, so you have to click on his name.
All right, I will.
And they charge for them, but not for this one. It's like a 9-second clip.
I can't believe what kind of sick person is charging for those? I mean, sicker than me for laughing.
That I think just charges for clips. I don't know.
Unbelievable. That you can't find it anywhere though. It's so weird.
There you go. I sent it in the Skype.
I mean, it's just too bizarre. Okay. Well, this fucking site is a clusterfuck. Is it this one right at the top?
Should say the name. I don't know. Click on it.
It's weird. I don't see the names.
Oh, well, hit play on the one that you see at the top first. That's what I did.
Okay. That's weird. It's not playing.
And it was the wrong one. And then he was... Right now, I see him like third from the bottom.
Yeah, I see them now. Ashley Judd.
He's right above Drew Barrymore.
Ashley Judd was in Star Trek. There's a connection.
Yeah, what's your problem? My wife's at the bottom of the pool. Okay, did you get her out of the pool yet, sir? No, not yet. I want you to take her out of the pool right now, sir. I'm gonna take her. She's at the very deep end. Yeah, what's your problem?
It was like he was making something up. Like, I can't be... She's at the deep end. Like
look at the prices. Per track, 99 cents. Full board, $5.
That's so weird.
Death for $5.
My wife's at the bottom of the pool. Okay.
I would. First of all, it's almost like he was afraid he was gonna get in trouble, so I better leave her there. But if I get her out, it will look weird. Like, I don't get
she's already dead, right?
I just think like you would take her out, and then you would call 911 and be like, "I'm trying to resuscitate my wife. She drowned in the pool." Maybe he thought like he was gonna be blamed somehow or something. I don't know.
Fuck it.
See, I would call quick. I don't even know. I'd be in the pool. You wouldn't. A normal person wouldn't think that far. They would just think about diving in the pool to get them out. You wouldn't think about that, even if like in those. That's why in those movies when a guy gets set up, like in The Fugitive, you know, maybe not The Fugitive, but like a movie where a guy's set up, and you're like, "Don't do that. They're setting you up. What are you doing? You know, don't be a good guy. You know, like." But nobody thinks about that. You just automatically react. Like, I'm gonna get my wife out of the pool. Like if your wife had like fell on a knife in the kitchen, like she fell on a knife in the kitchen, you might grab her and roll her over and try to pull the knife out, or like hold the thing. You know, if you're an idiot, and then you hold the cloth against the knife, you try to stop the bleeding. You'd be like holding her and be like, "Oh my God, like what can I do?" And calling and then they would be like, "You stabbed her. You know, your fingerprints are on the knife." And, you know, you wouldn't think about that really. You just panic.
That's what Dexter's for.
Yeah. I haven't seen that show, but I know.
Well, not, you know what I mean.
Yeah, what's your problem? My wife's at the bottom of the pool. Okay, did you get her out of the pool yet, sir? No, not yet. I want you to take her out of the pool right now, sir. I'm gonna take her. She's at the very deep end.
She's at the deep end. Are you fucking kidding me?
She's at the deep end. What?
Oh, shit. Did the fucking video just go shit?
I love William Shatner though, but
Oh, no, it's good.
everybody click the like button if you're watching right now.
Oh God, what can I do?
Fingerprints are on the knife. Well, we're all right. It seems like click the like button. We need more likes. God
What
damn
the
it!
fuck? It's doing it again.
The video's doing that fucking spastic thing again. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all fucked up tonight. Well, it just goes along with the theme of the show.
Woo! I don't even know what the music was earlier, but it was insane. You could probably go into meditation with that bitch.
Yeah, that's not. You don't want to meditate during these though.
Maybe. I wouldn't recommend it.
Nothing.
Poop.
I'm a little pissed off right now. I gotta be honest.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know what to do. I never think that way, but you know what's weird is like, cause I could do a show by myself for like 5 hours if I knew I was doing it, but when I'm caught off guard, I don't know. Like I don't know why I freak out.
So, what are your thoughts on the pyramids?
I don't know. They're I don't know. They might be made by aliens. How'd they stack how'd they get all that shit up there, you know? And all the things that
levitation?
are carved. Yeah, I mean, well, you know what's, you want to hear a weird story about that? I had
sound levitation?
My ex-girlfriend, I worked at an auto parts store, and my ex-girlfriend, her family was kind of fucking weird. Like, but anyway, my ex-girlfriend's uncle, I was working at an auto parts store, and one time he came in looking for like a weird fucking like a trailer hitch type of thing. Like, did you have a 7/8 something? And I was like, yeah, I got something like that. Here they are, and the clamps or whatever. And he goes, I need like 15 of those. And I was like, all right. And he's like, hey, you do videos, I heard. And I was like, yeah. He's like, would you be able to videotape this thing for me that we're doing? And I'm like, all right. He's like, listen, you can't tell anybody about it and all these things. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, when we bring you to videotape it, we're going to blindfold you until you get there. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Mm-hmm. So I called my girlfriend at the time and was like, I was like, hey, you know, your uncle was in here with this and that. And I go, it was fucking weird. He's talking about how he's made something and he needs me to videotape it. I mean, it was right out of fucking Back to the Future or something. Like, hey, Marty, meet me at the Twin Pines Mall, you know? And I'm like, this is really weird. You know, I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about blindfolding me. And then she goes, I know what it is. And I go, what is it? And she goes, I can't really tell you. And I go, wait, what the fuck is going on? Like, I've known you for a couple years now. Your uncle's coming in here with some weird ass shit. And he got blindfold me to get to the place. And you're telling me you can't tell me? We tell everything to each other, and you're telling me all of a sudden you can't tell me because you're a weird ass uncle. And what the hell is going on? And then the next, so then eventually she goes, I will tell you though. I'll tell you soon or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm thinking, I don't know what's going on. So eventually she starts telling me, and even the uncle told me some, and then her mother said some too. And apparently the whole family started getting in on this, but it didn't have to do with anybody in the family. It just had to do with the uncle, but he told everybody. And he thought, they told me that they think they have found a new way of moving items, moving things, like with just magnets or something, or with just some kind of levitation or dimension, or
you can move shit with the right sound frequencies.
I don't know.
Not like I've seen it or anything. I'm actually no. I have seen videos of it, but there's been science done on it. You can. It's very uncomfortable to hear the frequencies that are used. Like, you don't want to hear that shit. You know, it'd be like, you know, some weird shit, right? But you can move stuff.
This was like they were telling me that they were moving huge items.
I don't know, like,
and like that the possibilities could be infinite or something. And they were like they were convinced like they were going to become trillionaires and shit.
Well, Well, how did they say that they were moving shit?
I don't know. They weren't telling me. And then all the stuff about what he was doing. But then my girlfriend at the time was saying, you know, yeah, they found a way to lift things with like no effort and something, and he might have figured something out. But she was always, you might have, and thinks, and we think, and seems like, and they're working on it. And so I never really got the full story. And then I never actually went and videotaped it. I never actually went and did it. And now it's years later, I'm wondering, what the fuck was that about? You know? Because they were telling me, like, I'm not even joking, like, he came in and bought the weirdest shit in the store. And I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, it was just weird. I think that he was on drugs and he was like jerking off on people or something, and he told them he was inventing something, but really he was like, you know, raping kids or something. I don't know. I never saw the thing that they were doing, so I don't really. I was just blown away. You know what I mean? You're thinking like, oh, is he working on a boat or something, or is he, you know, what's he doing? And then to have your girlfriend be like, yeah, my uncle thinks he found a way to move huge rocks, like with magnets or something. Like, and you're like, what the fuck? Or like the Egyptians did, or he solved the.
You know, I'm not so much interested in how the fuck these things got built. You know, for all I care, it took fucking years and years, and it was just done by regular people, or it was fucking aliens. I don't care. What I care about is what they were for.
I mean, if you told like a couple thousand people that, you know, the gods were going to give them pussy and food, you know, you might get those blocks up there faster than people think, you know? I mean, look, some terrorists will drive a fucking, you know, missile in your house because they think of that stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. Could be,
fuck Matt, because Matt was giving me shit saying, you know, I talked about this shit with Dave Rose last year. Basically like, knock it off. It's bullshit. I told him, like, you know, this isn't a new theory. Many have done philosophy on this. And he goes, Jesse, I thought this was BS because Dave Rose told me about it. Oh my god.
That's awesome.
No, it's, you know, everybody has some sort of... To me, this is what I've latched onto because I'm always on a search for the meaning of life. I've been like that since I could talk. So, it's like, to me, I mean, God and all that shit, I moved way beyond that years ago. Like, that's... People who spout off all that shit about God, Christianity, all that shit... They're missing the big picture half the time, and they're probably judging everybody else and doing all these things that they're not supposed to do in their fucking religion, but they do it anyway because they don't get the big picture. When you get the big picture of life, you don't fucking have to judge anyone. You just do you.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you might. Everyone does shit though. You always judge the ones you love. Everyone does because you always want better for them. But it's like to walk around judging people for their just points of views or how they live their life or whatever the fuck. They do that and then they fucking go to church and think everything's all cool. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it fucking works. You don't get to be an asshole and then go to church Sunday and everything's cool. Fuck off. Like, and there's, you know, it doesn't mean you go to hell, but it just means you're not getting it. So, I don't know. I'll get on a rant about Christianity. Actually, it's the born-again Christians that scare me. Have you ever met one of those guys?
I don't know. All those people scare me.
Oh, the born-again Christians are the ones that are, like, really psychotic.
Yeah, because they were crazy before.
You will go to hell, son.
Yeah, because they were crazy before. Now they got to be crazy.
Well, it's because that they lived a certain other way, and then they born again, so they flip out, and they start really believing in the whole hell thing.
Yeah. Wow.
Revelations will scare the shit out of you if you take it fucking literally.
I love that. I love that part of the book.
Yeah.
The best ever is you read Revelations, and then when you get done, read the first 2 pages or just the first paragraph. It's like death and blood, and the trumpets are blown, and everybody dies, and the seal opens, and then all of a sudden you read like on the first day God created, like, and you're like, this sounds great. Like, after all that horribleness, it's really funny. So if you read, my theory is, read the Bible, but skip the first like 3 pages, and then start reading the Bible. And then when you get to the end of Revelations, if you go to bed, you'll want to kill yourself. But instead, then go back and read the first 3 pages, and it will seem like a happy story. It's unbelievable. Yeah, you're like,
good.
it's great.
It's fucking
It's
good.
and you can just pretend that he created man all over again in a better way. Yay.
Actually, I never fucking even read the whole thing. I used to just flip open a page and start reading, and then I would take a little something from that and just go about my day.
I love the first few pages of it, and then I love Revelations. But everything in between just, you know, it's amazing.
You just I like this is like I used to just flip open any page and just restart reading, and you'll find something within any page you open. That's the cool thing about the Bible. If you don't take it literally and you just take it as metaphorical shit, it's really cool.
It's one of the best devices to control people. It's so spot on. Of like, we're gonna scare the shit out of you. You know, at the end of this. So
that's what I hate about that.
Put some more money in the fucking bucket.
Fear is what fucking fucks up spirituality.
Well, you're right about that. And speaking of that, I now want you guys to enjoy 21 WWE moves performed on a teddy bear.
Oh shit!
Enjoy exclusively here.
Styles.
Cesaro swing.
I love it when the bear comes at the camera. You just throw him. This guy in the chat, Clayton, he goes, real Christians don't rub it in. And that Hunt Viper guy goes, where the fuck did you come from? Because I've never seen this guy either.
I know.
Good shit.
I think my favorite move in all this is the crossroads on the bear. That was the funniest one. Crossroads, bam! He goes flying like this fucking. That movie put on me. Man, I gotta lose 20 pounds. How the hell did I get out of shape? I like how I like the monetize this photo is like me, Dave, Tommy, Jesse, and Jaren. Jaren, like nobody's here but me and you.
Yeah.
Leah really.
Jared, he's never. Well, he's always halfway around because he's half.
Leah pussied out tonight, man.
Did she?
Yeah.
Pooned out, huh?
I pooned out on your mama. I was tired, but now I'm really tired.
Rock was just trying to have some damn pie.
Well, what's his face wanted to see? So, who sucks more for not showing up, Dave or Tommy C? Dave with 3 votes, Tommy C with 5. And I would say that this is the least called into monetize. Even though I haven't been taking people calls really. This is the least
calls. We will take alien calls though.
The least amount of calls that we've received on a monetize this. The least amount of votes and donations we've received on a monetize this. And so I mean, I guess on the one hand, Tommy and Dave equal ratings. Like equal like the shit, you know what I mean? Like they're, you know, without them it just kind of falls apart.
Yeah, I don't know.
Very interesting.
Actually, I mean, of course, the show's always best when everybody's here. But what are you gonna do?
What is this? What is this? Podcast?
I don't know if you remember, Cronin, but there was a time you and I had the magic.
Yeah, we did that night. That was fun.
The poop.
That
well, no, not just then. It's always good. You just gotta have, you know, with this show, it's always been, you know, it was Chris and Tommy or Dave. Either one of them, you gotta have one of those guys. Somebody to spark it up.
I also encourage everybody to go listen to my iTunes and to SoundCloud.
iTunes.
Because Joe Cronin Show on SoundCloud and iTunes. I just put up, if you're a Halo fan, I just put up a State of Halo on episode number 1. There'll be more coming should you be interested in that. And on podbreak.com or on my website, I don't know where yet, I'm going to have all podcasts ordered out, like all podcasts on Halo, podcasts on space, podcasts on
it's
wrestling,
donation time,
podcasts on
baby.
everything.
Holy shit. You're gonna have
7
to.
votes for Graham, please. Thank you very much.
7 votes for
Oh.
Graham.
You know what? You and I, we're splitting those.
Right. I'll put him on here, though. 7 for Graham. Who sucks the most for not showing? I haven't heard from him in forever, so I mean, I didn't expect him to show.
I've been doing grub reviews from the morgue.
I've been doing poontang reviews.
Been eating that old dead pussy.
Poontang in your banana.
No, last time I saw him, he was on a couch, looked like shit because he ate some McDonald's.
Oh yeah, he's been dead ever since. What happened?
Super dimey.
I feel horrible today. Everybody's sick.
Oh, that fucking joke failed.
No, it didn't.
Super dimey.
Something bizarre is happening on the surface of Rosetta's comet.
What the fucking hell?
It may not look like it, but some of these photos that they're putting up on this website are all the same spot on the comet. And they say this particular comet site has been steadily monitored by ESA since whatever. I don't know what ESA is. August 2014. Nothing has been happening. Literally, and nothing has been happening. What? Literally viewed in detail. Oh, is this a joke? It's one of those joke sites, isn't it?
Probably.
I don't know. Somebody sent it to me. I think it's a joke. Wait a minute. Has been steadily monitored by ESA, and nothing has been happening. Literally viewed on detail. Stayed exactly the same. In late May, when suddenly everything started changing again and again and again. Some land surfaces disappeared. Features disappeared. Others were added. Some were temporary. Some stayed. What's happening there and why? Scientists still aren't sure, but they've come up with theories. And the article just isn't intriguing to me anymore. I want to hear them be like, it's aliens! And then we can start talking about how dumb that is, you know? But instead, they don't go there. 339. Hung up.
You cunt.
The best is how you can hear the water tank in the back. Like, oh, in my house.
Yeah.
Man, I had a terrible week.
Oh, shit.
Just a terrible week.
Wow, here's a picture, Cronin.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, my God.
All right.
I'm on the show.
Gwen Stefani talks about what's next for her.
Oh,
how about
God,
how about go away again?
Stick shit in your cervix.
She was already gone. Why does she? What's she's been gone? The article should be like Gwen Stefani emerges again or something.
Gwen Stefani.
Yeah, she went away with. Where's Gavin Rosdale? That's what I want to know.
It's donation time, baby.
What happened to him? I named my kid after him.
Pennzoil Pete.
Suasammy. Suasammy is saying Pennzoil Pete. I assume he votes for Pennzoil Pete. I'm out of. Well, I'm not out of. All right, I'll put Pennzoil Pete on there.
I'm all out of Pennzoil, but I've got a lot of Pete. And Peter.
Well, you want to see my Peter? Want to see my Peter? I feel like because it's like late night, and I feel like I'm kind of tired. Like we should be talking about something more like dastardly, like dark or space, because I'm so tired. Those guys are always like, it's late night in Tennessee.
Well, I mean,
you're listening to Bubba Jones.
I just fuck. I don't know. I need to do more research on all this shit anyway. If I start doing a channel, this is probably the kind of shit I'd be talking about anyhow.
I think that if it was the 80s,
that and what?
I think it was the 80s. I would do a channel on how to hook up with girls, like with even if your penis is small. That would be my even if your dick is small, I'll get you laid, and they'll love it. Like, that would be my name.
They'll smoke it.
Maybe that would be not... Maybe that wouldn't be good marketing. Maybe it would have to be something like, you know... Like... Sexcapades with Danny. Or, I don't know. That wouldn't... Sexcapades more like a girl show. I don't know.
In the crease with Tommy C.
Yeah. In the Sea with Danny D. With Danny C. I don't know what I would do. I would do something, though. I know that. In the 80s. In the 80s. Remember the 80s? Everything was, like, dark. Like, I feel like... I just remember... The 80s makes me think, like, it was, like, dark out. It was raining. But there was neon signs everywhere. That's what I think about in the 80s.
Everybody had on spandex, you know?
No, like, there was just... even jeans. I mean, just jeans and white sneakers and dark...
Fucking jerseys.
Did you say... Oh, no, I thought you said New Jersey.
Want to get Joe Cronin merchandise? ProWrestlingTees.com. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com, go under podcast and YouTube shows, and look for Joe Cronin Show, and you can buy one of the many t-shirts on ProWrestlingTees.com, where the actual professional wrestlers sell their gear. Now Joe Cronin is there as well. ProWrestlingTees.com.
All right, we're back.
The fuck?
Yeah, I didn't mean to play that, but that's okay. You got an ad. How about that?
You're gonna have to.
You're gonna have to. You know something? I want Brock Lesnar in a vasectomy match.
You're gonna have to, McCool.
I told everyone we're gonna get this part. I'm gonna get Dave or Tommy. Whoever gets the most votes, Dave or Tommy, is going to have to sing the Power Rangers song on the show next week if they show up. So who sucks more for not showing up? Graham, Dave. But really, I want to focus on Dave or Tommy, guys, because whoever wins this, if you vote for whoever you vote for more, is going to have to sing the Power Rangers theme song next week on the show, which I just think is absolutely amazing, and I think you should too. And because in honor of this bizarre fucking thing that I've decided to do with the Power Rangers theme, I'm looking at the Power Rangers theme. Power Rangers theme piano. Maybe we can find a...
Get that shit on a harp.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Because, I mean...
It'll be majestic, you know?
I want a slow version.
Oh, don't be a cunt, Cronin.
You get like a sad version.
Wait, of what?
The Power Rangers theme.
Oh,
I didn't watch Power Rangers. I was too old at the time. I thought.
You know, it's all going into some sad fucking fiddly shit.
I thought it was terrible. I thought that Power Rangers was horrible. Like, I was older. Like, I was in Ninja Turtles, then Power Rangers came on. I was like, this is like a ripoff and stupid. Like, I was too old for Power Rangers. Oh, here we go.
Oh my god, there is a sad version. Hey Joe, I found what you were looking for.
Power Rangers! Go Power Rangers!
Come on, you want to hear Tommy C do that next week. Solo, a cappella.
Hey, I just sent it to you in Skype. There is a sad version.
Really?
Check it out. I just sent it to you on Skype. I haven't even heard it yet because I didn't want to fuck up the viewer.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
We gotta let this see it. We gotta see it.
Oh, man.
Oh my god. This has gotta be from the fucking soundtrack.
I don't know.
I sub to your channel.
Don't let Mike. Don't let Michael Bay. Don't let Michael Bay get a hold of this.
Oh god! In the comments there it says this touched my dear's heart. Sub me back. I sub to your channel. Sub me back.
Rangers. This is really weird. They're putting all like the pictures of the Power Rangers in, and this looks. Oh man. Saber-tooth tiger. Go Power Rangers.
How stupid.
Michael's bays would be like crazy. I'd be like, rah! Things would be blowing up. Fuck 'em up, Power Rangers. The Power Rangers wouldn't be. They'd be robots. If Michael Bay does it, they'll be robots.
Stun Power Ranger.
Mark my fucking words. As of September 19th, 2015, if Power Rangers does a movie or something, they're gonna come out. They're gonna be fucking robots.
And Michael Bay is gonna have a black one.
Yeah. Well, he'll be the one that comes out. Wait.
Huh?
They've got a power and a force that you've never seen before.
One's a whore.
They've got the ability to morph and to even up the score. No one can ever take them down. The power lies on their side. Go Power Rangers! Go Power Rangers!
I did always like the song was really good.
Yeah.
Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, I would have been into it big time if I was a couple years younger. I would have been all into it. I would have fucking loved the Power Rangers. But I was like an older age. I actually was just in an older age where I was like, they're trying to rip off the Ninja Turtles. This is stupid. Like, and I hated it.
Yeah.
But like I can't really watch it now. But the opening is amazing. And if I was a kid, I would have been like, yeah. And I wouldn't wait for There was another show called Bionic Powers when I was a kid. It was barely on, but they were cartoons, and they would hit the button and they would turn into Bionic. It was kind of like that in a way. Nobody remembers what I'm talking about.
I used to watch Transformers.
I like Transformers too. Oh, Rick Badboy says they are filming a movie. Wow. Holy shit. I hope is it Michael Bay doing it? Because if Michael Bay isn't doing the Power Rangers, but Michael Bay was allowed to fuck up the Ninja Turtles, I'm going to be pissed. And
here's a quote.
They kind of did do it. That ring, what was that movie? The Pacific Rim was like Power Rangers kind of. What?
So here's a quote to go on to what we were talking about earlier. Consciousness does not just passively reflect the objective material world. It plays an active role in creating reality. Exactly. What you think, you actually make shit happen. That's you want something, you gotta start by thinking and how to get it, and then you go fucking get it.
Yeah, it's
but
true.
You gotta know what you need.
It's like this show. You know what I mean? I said, fuck this. I want to do a show on wrestling, and I'm going to just do wrestling only, pretty much.
Well, you have to know what you have to. It's not like go just get anything you want. You have to know.
No, yeah, I know.
You have to be willing to accept what comes too. Like, and it may not be what you thought or how you thought or whatever the fuck, but you have to be like, fuck it, and just run with it. You ran with it. You fucking got strikes and shit. You kept going. You keep doing it, and your show's just grown and grown. Actually, right? We never fucking actually ever stopped this, right?
No, it might be coming close. But no, I don't think so.
Nah, fuck you. I think you'd have so many people that would all these fans would kill you.
Yeah, they'll come find me.
We'll fucking kill you.
That's why they donate every week. They're worried I'm gonna fucking leave. Well, but you know, almost did leave because I almost had to get another job, and I almost had to stop doing this. But people fucking have been so crazy with supporting the show. If last week, people donated so much. I mean, I don't have to get a second job at all because we were able to add to the show and able to add to everything and saving the money and buy stuff for the show. And I was able to buy a hard drive and we're able all kinds of stuff. It's amazing. And it really is. And everybody here right now is mostly who's watching tonight is like a hardcore person here.
We like it. Oh shit.
Dave 000, I think it's New Jersey. Dave says he was into Thundercats. I did like I liked Thundercats too because I watched Thundercats and Transformers and He-Man, and then also Ninja Turtles because that was current at the time. But I did watch He-Man and Thundercats and stuff like that, and I loved all that stuff. And then a little bit after we got Power Rangers. I don't know what the shows today would be, you know what I mean, like that, because, I mean, they brought back Ninja Turtles, and Ninja Turtles is actually really pretty good, the new one. They took a lot from the old one, and even the old movies, and like mixed it in.
Let's get a selfie and pizza.
Yeah, you're right. But no, it's like a kind of a comic booky thing. I like that. Gavin doesn't even like it. He doesn't even care anymore. He's into like fucking Minecraft and shit. Oh, man.
The mighty orbit.
You guys want some pussy? CBS Radio. Scott Farrell.
Call up, we got Sonny.
We gotta talk to Tammy Lynn Cinch. Sonny, what are you doing tonight? Flaming, bro.
Usually she's on the Skype, but tonight.
Flaming the fuck out of it.
Hey, Jesse,
we should all raise up money and Skype her. And
right.
just make a show out of it for 10 minutes. You get like $100, I think it is.
Oh, I'll do it. You guys raise the money. We'll call Tammy.
$100. We'll get it. We'll do a show on it.
Not a bad idea. You get Tammy.
I mean, she could probably sue us, but
no, we'll tell her that. Oh, you're right. We could call her unknowingly and be like, we might be able to get press for that. And like tell her like we want to fuck. Like I don't know.
I was just thinking like
that'd be
we
terrible.
Could just make a bit out of it.
We could make a bit out of it.
I mean, Tommy would fuck me. You know, you're a whore.
She probably has stuff written, though, that's like, you know, she gets the money and she can hang up if you fucking whatever. Oh, you know what? I would call and be like, oh, God, I don't know how I could keep it going, how long I could keep it going. But we call her, right? And I'm just like, hi. I used to watch you with Skip and Zip. I ain't seen you in years, honey, Sonny. Listen, did you ever hook up with Bret Hart? I heard you were nice backstage. I don't mean slutty. I mean you were a nice girl. What you been up to? Papa need a new brand of shoes. I can just say weird shit to her. She's like, oh, well, that's nice. Are you drunk, honey? And I'd be like, yeah.
You know, you whore. You know, Candido pushed me. That's what happened.
Oh, no. Oh, wow.
I'm back and I'm on your Skype, bitch. No, you should call and be like, you know, you just call up as Bret Hart, you know?
Oh, God, I thought Ninja Turtles in 2003 was horrible.
Like, you know, you were always a whore.
Oh, wait, you were always a whore? What the fuck? I thought the 2006...
Candido killed himself.
Can kill him.
Because he fucking didn't want any more of that pie. There was Petri dish in it. Whatever the fuck. What?
I gotta find the thing you said about the rock earlier and caption that.
Oh, well, oh God, Dave's gonna be pissed. You're taking my bit, Jess.
You're taking my bit. Dave takes everything from everybody. So how about that? How about this, Dave? You wouldn't be on YouTube if it wasn't for me.
What is your beef with Dave lately?
I'm just fuck. He's not here. I don't know. I'm fucking with him.
Oh.
Fuck him. He's not here. I can make fun of him.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah.
And then he'll do a show. I don't know. He's always live.
Well, because I do what? Because what the fuck? It's because it's morning for me here.
Mm.
And it'll be nighttime for him. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I think he's stealing. I did this before. I think Dave's trying to take my shit.
This is you being a psycho.
I think he's got a plot. And he's a pussy. Oh man! All right. Well, hey, I'm gonna take a break for a second. Not a lot going on, it seems like. So because of that, I'm gonna take a break. We'll be back and we'll talk about shit. We'll talk about penis and poons and vaginas and dildos on my and.
We talking poons and Pantera.
Poons and that sounds amazing. That's a great thing to be talking about.
Damn right.
I would love to talk about poons and Pantera. I'm not so sure that's gonna happen, but.
It's a good hashtag.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Chris Benoit was Republican.
All right. Well, if you know the band Rammstein, who usually sings in German only, well, then you're gonna love the lead singer's solo project for the first time, called Linman. That's Till's solo project that he sings all in English, and it's called Skills in Pills, and this is called Yukon, and we'll be back in a minute.
Your soul is black. Your blood is cold. Your skin is rough. You have a heart of gold. Your face so dark. Feel clammy hair upon your flesh. Wet creatures everywhere. Gives me a shiver. Wide river. You stole my eyes, never gave them back. You tried to kiss me. Set a shiver on my neck. Wide river. Wet golden shrine, you stole my mind and tried to kill me. Send a shiver down my spine.
a hell yeah.
Give me a hell yes, son. I don't know. I just felt like exposing them. A lot of people didn't know that.
Every time I want to make love to my wife, she knows what's gonna happen.
Nothing?
Whole lot of death.
What's gonna happen?
Heartburn.
Frenchie Ben says if you want to go into crazy conspiracies, then I'll call. But I think your crowd prefers wrestling.
Oh, fuck that. Get on here, Frenchie Ben, because I'm going to keep going on about these fucking megalithic structures.
Megalithic structures. I might do I'm thinking of doing a separate show on all this stuff, on another channel, because it's not monetized this. I mean, let's face it. It's more like...
What the fuck is... You and Tommy, both of you. What the fuck is monetized this? Tell me.
I don't know, something.
It's anything you fucking make it.
Yeah, I kind of, but I don't know about that. I don't know. It's sort of becoming... It's whatever the audience prefers, and that's not really what I think they're going to eventually like. What's up, Ben? How you doing? Frenchie Ben?
I'm doing fine, guys.
Good. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm tired as hell, but I'm glad you're here.
But I should have called before.
Well, probably, but that's all right.
Well, you're here now, so what's going on?
Yeah, it's cool to talk to you tonight.
I don't think I've ever... I don't remember the last time you called here.
Have you ever
called your show?
That's right.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I don't remember. I think the last time I talked to you was like... Probably said some weird shit about Montreal and the Bruins or something.
I'll fucking cross-check you.
No, we were talking about Crosby and Lemieux's game getting rid of his shorts.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, because he moved next door. He was like, well, I still want to sleep with you, Mario. What can we do? And then he's like, well, I'll build you a house next door. That's what he did. He built him a house nearby so that he could come.
But I think the house was already there before Crosby went.
Oh, okay. Well, he bought it for him.
Probably.
Do you think like Lemieux's wife is like, what's going on? Like every night she's like, want to come to bed, honey? He's like, oh, I'm over here talking about stuff with Sydney. Yeah. Oh, well, okay. Like, I don't know why he won't sleep with me anymore. And then they cut like right away to like across the street, and like his dick is in his mouth, and Crosby's like, he's like, don't you worry, Sydney. Matt Cook will protect you. I will too. Matt Cook's probably there, actually. Matt Cook's like in the background eating a squirrel.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's eating a squirrel while Sidney Crosby is taking Lemieux in the mouth. How about Lemieux? Lemieux pissed me off because people are like, why do you hate Lemieux so much? I hate Lemieux because he was like, oh, it's terrible what these other teams are doing, and like we need to clean up this sport and everything. Meanwhile, he's got Matt Cook running around for the next 3 years, fucking taking people out all over the place.
Yeah, that's right.
It's ridiculous. I hate hockey when they do that. I can't stand when somebody's like, we need to get rid of this guy, or we have to, this person, the game isn't the game anymore, or whatever. It's what the fuck are you talking about? Your player's a piece of crap. Like, that's all there is to it. And you're complaining about other people.
But that guy, if he came back and played, he would score 3 goals in the first night.
You're right. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I get what he was mad, but it was just, I mean, if anybody should have been mad, it should have been whoever that guy who got his Achilles cut. Remember that guy? I forget who it was.
Carlson.
Carlson got his Achilles cut by him. And then the Bruins should have been mad because Cook took out Mark Savard. You know what I mean? Like, he came clearly across to throw an elbow at the guy's head. I mean,
he's a savage player.
Yeah, he is a savage player. And then the next, there's a couple other plays after that you could point to as well. And then you could probably point at you could point at the Chara one with Pacioretty. If I want to be fair and unbiased, you could point to the Chara one because I don't know. I
hate that one.
I don't.
It was he almost murdered the guy.
I don't know. I'm still not sure, like, about it. I mean, I'm dead serious. I don't know because the reason why is because I've seen Chara do that to a lot of people. Like he rubs them off into the boards that same way. If you go back and you watch a lot of Chara like hits, if there's a guy and he's coming up next to him, a lot of times he'll rub them up against the boards and like wash them out into the board like that same way. So instead of going into them and like charging them into the glass, which would be like a penalty, he kind of rides them into the board, like, and rides them off and dumps them on their back. I've seen him do that a lot. And
the guy is so big and strong.
Yes. So I almost feel like he's doing it sometimes to be like, oh, I can hit the guy like this without getting in trouble. But the thing was, it was weird because the puck had been moved and so far away, and I know how Chara is, so I don't think that he would do that, but it was insanely reckless. Like, it was like, no matter what,
yes,
at the very least, it was insanely reckless. And I think it's the same thing as the Sean Thornton got in a fight with somebody the last year before the Bruins disbanded. He got in a fight with someone on the ice, and I remember he punched them afterwards, like late or something, and it was something that he usually didn't do. Sean Thornton was usually like, the fight's over, I'm done. Like, we're done. You know, like maybe Lucic would keep punching someone, but Sean Thornton wouldn't. But he did. He punched somebody, and it was weird, and it hurt the guy, I forget, and Sean, there was a problem. I forget who it was or what it was. I think it was Pittsburgh.
Was it the guy from the Columbus Blue Jackets?
It was either Columbus or I think it might have been Pittsburgh, though.
I don't remember.
But it was kind of a cheapy thing, and it's not something that Sean usually does. And that was the season where the Bruins were bad and everything changed. It was almost like they started playing dirty. It was weird. I don't know. The Bruins are always tough and bully-like, but they were
not now.
But they were never dirt. I didn't think they were really too dirty. If you got dirty with them, they would go the overboard with you. Like if someone slashed a Bruin in the wrist, like kind of, and like got away with it, you would see like Marchand going low on people and like that people trying to fight. Like, I mean, like, so you would have to start it first. And Pat Chiaretti like did something to Chara after he scored a goal. I forget where it was, and
he pushed him softly.
Yeah, it was weird. So it was like Chara was trying to get back at him for a while. But so I don't know. It's hard for me because just knowing Chara, I don't think he would do that. But I think he was definitely reckless and thought like, I'll fuck him up a little bit. But
I don't think he's a mean person. But you played hockey, Joe.
Yeah.
On the heat of the action, sometimes you just become mean and you take a split decision that is wrong.
I think that's what I think it was. I think he said, "I'm gonna ride him into the boards here," and then
at the moment he was angry,
right? And so he made a mistake. And when it happened, and I'm not joking about this either, by the way, there was a video that I put up where I'm like laughing or something, but that's not how I felt. When it happened, I was actually my heart started pounding fast because I was scared because I saw how his head snapped off the fucking glass.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, all essence of rivalry or whatever could have been going through my mind, I was actually scared. I was like, oh my God, this guy could be fucking dead right now. And it scared me the way his head snapped into the glass and everything. I was like really worried about it. And I'm not even joking. Like, Leo was sitting next to me and I was like, oh my God, like I'm really scared for this guy right now. Like all I'm thinking about is that human being. That's all I could think about. I was like, that is fucking scary what just happened.
At first I thought he was dead.
I thought he was too. I can't believe he came back.
Marc Savard was scary too.
I thought that was at the time. I wasn't as scared. I just thought he'd come back. I didn't think he was that. And then we know what happened. Now he's at home. He doesn't even fucking know what day his kids have school. But then when I got my concussion, I think it's because. And then I got my concussion around the same time. I don't remember if it was after or before that happened. But I don't know if I. Anyway, it was scary, and I was just like,
have you lost vision or things like that?
No, but for 6 months I didn't feel like my neck is weird now. My neck is really weird. Like it cracks when I move it. Like things are weird. But my kid would be like, "Hey, you wanna like?" He wanted to play like something with me, and I'd be like irritated. I'd be like, "Oh," and I just want to lay down, and I can't. It was really weird. I didn't want to do anything. I was very just depressed and tired all the time, and
probably you were missing 1 second reaction in everything.
Yeah, probably. I was a little messed up. If I started to run, I would start trying to do like jumping jacks, and I would get dizzy, and then when I got dizzy, I would get irritated. And then when I got irritated, I would get like just weird. I can't even explain it. but I definitely understand. Remember, Sidney Crosby kept trying to come back for a year and a half, and he couldn't come back. He'd be like, "Oh, he's coming back," and he would skate, and then all of a sudden he would go away for months again.
And then they said it was a neck problem.
Yeah, and I don't know if I've got a lot of that, and I wasn't evaluated really, so I don't know what happened to me, but so that's what I thought with Pacioretty too. Like, wow, like he took that shot in the boards. Yeah, it was awful. I made a video that was like later. Once I found out he was okay, I made a video that was like ha 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 and laughing at, and like, I mean, I'm telling you, I was a dickhead, and all these people were like, the video is like got like 300 dislikes. It's crazy.
Have you had lots of reactions from people from Quebec?
Oh, probably.
At the time?
I'm sure in that video I did, yeah. But that was because I was trying to. It was supposed to be. I was being a dickhead on purpose, but it's not. I mean, we are kind of dicks. I mean, over here. I mean, there's no doubt.
Boston, Montreal. It's a great rivalry.
Yeah, it is. But we are kind of dicks over here. We're kind of like. I don't know.
In hockey, a little bit, yes.
I feel like we kind of play the. I feel like both teams are bad, and that's why it's good because like Montreal will pickpocket you when you're not looking to take your money, and then tell the cop that you hit him, and then I'd go to jail. But the Bruin would like come up to you on the street and throw you into the wall and then punch you in the nuts or something. Like, I don't know. It's just two like dickheadish things coming together. It's great. I love it. Both.
Yeah, this year it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's not going to be good for the Bruins.
We'll see. You could be surprised.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm sad because we had when we got tough is when we started getting good again, and everything got really good for us. And Montreal was tougher.
You were so good. Your team was so well built in 2011.
Right. Even earlier, I thought it was starting to come together. It was starting to come together in 2009, and then 10 was good, 11 was good, and I don't know. Then we lost it. Now it's back to whatever. We don't know what's going on. And I thought Montreal was really going to go to the Cup last year. I don't know why. I was like, oh, Dale like Weiss and like people like that. It was just people were, I think, a little more skill maybe. I don't know.
We have more depth this year.
Yeah, that's going to be a scary thing. The Bruins don't know what they are this year. We don't know what's going to happen yet. Are they going to go to the playoffs and need some work for next year, or are they going to be totally terrible?
And I think the Montreal Canadiens will make a big move around the trade deadline. This year we have the assets to do it.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. And we're going to play at the Winter Classic, which is also depressing for me because I would have rather played Montreal in the Winter Classic when we had like a really good team. Now
the problem, is it in Montreal?
No, I think it's here. I think it's at Gillette Stadium where the Patriots play.
Because there's no place in Montreal, curiously, to do that kind of event.
I think this one is supposed to be, and the other thing that's weird about it is it's supposed to be the American sort of one, because the Canada has the Heritage Classic, but
yes, it's against the Maple Leafs.
Yeah, and they and that's always in Canada, and so then usually New Year's Day is always in America. So I don't think you'd see it in Canada because it's supposed to be like the American version of it. I don't know. But,
do you want to go in another topic?
Yeah, we probably should, because most people listening don't know what the fuck we're talking about. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But I had fun.
You were talking about the pyramids.
Yeah.
And there's something in the U.S. that is intriguing. It's called the Coral Castle in Florida.
Is that in Homestead?
I don't know if it's in Homestead. I know it's in the state of Florida.
Yeah, because I know there's a... I don't know if it's the same one you're talking about, but there's... Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
Oh, it was built by one man.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the guy's name is...
It's a newer one, right? It's newer.
No, but it's newer.
I mean, like a lot newer. It's like one of the... isn't it one of the newest, like... It got added to the Wonders list?
No. It has been built, I don't remember in what year, but at the beginning of the 90s. And the 20th century. The name of the guy who built it is Ed Leedskalnin. It's interesting. It's made out of coral, and there's big blocks, and nobody knows how the guy built it and moved the blocks. And at first, he built it in one place, and then he moved it.
Really?
And he did it alone. You can visit the place.
Is he screwing with people?
I know I've seen this because I saw there. He used the same like structure as like the pyramids and shit. He used a lot of like mathematical equations and shit.
Oh, so this kind of goes along.
I watched it. Go ahead, Sarjo.
No, this kind of goes along with the story with my ex-girlfriend's uncle, saying that he used anti-gravity or something.
Yeah, but the Coral Castle is built.
And this guy says, I've discovered the secrets of the pyramids and found out how the Egyptians and the ancient builders in Peru and everything, Yucatan, were only primitive tools, raised and set in place blocks, stone weighing many tons. Edward Leedskalnin says. Often
the door at the opening, I think it weighs 9 tons, and you can move it with one hand.
Wow, I see it.
The way he placed it, and it's well balanced. So
all I know is oh, go ahead.
He doesn't believe contemporary science. He believes that all matter consists of magnets, which can produce measurable phenomena. And electricity.
There were lots of scientists at that time who invented or found some things, like Nikola Tesla, and that goes on in our everyday lives.
Well, there's lure lines in the fucking under the with the magnetic lines that are underneath us.
Yeah, that's something.
Why wouldn't we hear more about this guy if this was happening?
It's deep, Joe.
Yeah.
When you open the can of worms in conspiracies, there's lots of things that are truth or truth.
Well, you know what it is too. It's like there's a left and a right side to the what is the brain hemisphere? Am I using the right term? And like the world as a whole is kind of getting more on the. Hang on, which one is it? Left.
I never remember, but I know what you mean.
Hang on. I know, I'm just trying... Well, because it's important which... Left, right, brain.
I think it's the left, but I'm not sure.
The country's becoming more logical, I guess. Like, they're more on the logical side, but they're not... They're forgetting to go on more on the feminine side. So, like, we're becoming an unbalanced world, basically. Like, people are... Everybody's more focused on one side of the spectrum. I'm not really explaining it well.
Why people are going back to 1923? So this was 1923 when this guy did this?
Yep.
Is this still there now?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it is. You can visit it.
Images. There we go.
But you know what? I think I did hear about this. So there's people that think it really happened and it's amazing he knew something. But then there's a lot of people who think that like he staged it somehow and tricked everybody.
If you want to see somebody move big blocks, in YouTube, type Wally Wallington. He's an ex-contractor. He was retired, and he wanted to reproduce, how do you call that, Stonehenge in his backyard.
I'll check him out.
And he's moving really big blocks, manually alone. And he shows you how to do it.
Now this is and this is kind of what
I've seen that guy too.
Well, this is what my ex-girlfriend's uncle was saying he figured out. He figured out how to move huge things with whatever, and this is what they were telling me. And I never found out what happened, but that's what they told me.
Because in conspiracies or these kind of topics, just tell me something, I'll tell you what I know. I've searched lots of those things. In years, and 9/11 is one of them. I've watched almost every conspiracy you can talk about. Nibiru and the Nephilims and everything like that.
Yeah.
Some of them are really interesting. And 9/11, there's lots of things that are bizarre.
Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of bizarre things.
One of the things, Joe,
So
is,
this guy doesn't do it with magic. He does it with just leverage. He knows. He figured out. He's showing you.
It's not Well, yeah, that guy does leverage, and it's not magic. It's just fucking. It's utilizing sound and magnetics and.
Do you want to solve tonight the Eastern Island mystery?
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. Just type Eastern Island statues walking History Channel, and you'll find a documentary where they show how they moved the stone statues without lots of people.
What is it called?
Eastern Island statues walking.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, so people are like, how'd they get these? How'd they lift these? How'd they tug these with rope? And they couldn't even do that. And yeah, then they wobble it back and forth just like you would do anything. You've done it with little objects.
You need 3 teams that are on each side, except in the front. And the only thing you need, if the statue is bigger, is more people.
You're right. That's a good point. You could get a really big statue to go that way with a couple, the 100 people, and that's what they have.
The one that they used to do the documentary, I think it's 5 tons or 10 tons.
Yeah. You're right. I'm watching it right now, and in fact, I'll put it on. Hold on, so people can see what we're talking about. So if you said to yourself, how are they going to move something this huge?
Yeah. Well, they also they followed the stars and shit and did a lot of other shit back then. So who knows how the fuck they move stuff.
But they'll tell people. A lot of people say it's all the aliens built this, and I remember
but they don't give you any good reasoning.
Yeah, exactly. I remember the guy who made Star Trek, Gene Roddenberry. He was mad about that stuff. He was like, people did this. Stop saying it was this, the aliens or that or whatever. We did this, and he was really liked. He really was impressed with mankind and the capabilities that we have.
I believe that we were connected with the world, the universe, the whole thing way more back then than we are now, and they worked with it. They figured out other ways to make things happen.
Like machines, we didn't have machines. Well, they just did this.
So they learned how to move energy. They learned how to move vibrations. They did it that way. That's the side that we've lost track of. That's the right side of the brain. We use more of a left brain way of thinking nowadays, which is very logical, science-based, fact-based, mathematics, but it doesn't really go into we don't try and tune in with nature with holistic shit anymore. As a whole, I'm talking about everybody. It's only certain groups do that shit. Not as far as a mainstream, I'd say most of the world is following a left brain way of thinking, mainly trying to it's either science or nothing at all.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah, they're not open-minded. It's actually closed-minded, in my opinion. I don't know.
In a sense, yes.
You can probably explain it better, Ben. I don't know.
Oh, it just means that you don't consider all the options when you take a decision.
Yes, and I do that a lot myself. I'm horrible at that. Sometimes I'll think of something and someone will say, "How did you, and I'll be like, "Wow, I figured this." I'll think I'm clever. I'm like, "Wow, I figured this out." I can't really think of even a good example, but you know what I mean? I'll be like, "I need to close that bin over there, but I'm over here." Mm-hmm. And then I'll look at the floor and I'll be like, "Oh, the carpet's underneath the pedal." And I'll be like, "If I tug the carpet, it will wobble backwards and the bin will whatever." And so I'll do that and it will work. And I'll be like, "That was cool. I didn't have to get up." But then there's some times where I'm like, I would probably look at the statue and be like, "We're fucked, guys." I wouldn't think.
No, what you said there's smart. That's true. That's the same line of thinking on a much smaller, minute scale. But
yeah,
you saw how you could manipulate really quickly a little flow of energy, make it happen without even having to get off your ass. That's fucking awesome.
But at the same time, I'm dumb sometimes because I'll be like, if I saw the statue, I might think, we're fucked. We can't move this thing. We're done. And then if you said, well, what if you tied a rope and each side pulled back and forth and it wobbled, and eventually you could wobble it all the way to the end of the road?
At first, that's exactly what happened. When the scientists came to the island and they asked the people, the natives, what how the statues were moved. They
Yeah.
answered. They walked to their grave. So the scientists, for them, it was a mythological story, and that's it. And then they did their research. But the answer is they walked.
Right. Right. Like they're like, well, how did they do it? You know, did they have help from aliens? And they're like, no, we had ropes.
Because it's not been that long that they found that the statues had old bodies. Old bodies.
Oh, really?
Complete bodies.
I mean, you can even imagine them like falling down, you know.
No, I don't believe the alien shit. I can believe like it's like the like sound vibrations and shit, because that can only help you as far as like getting something to move where you want it to move. Especially if everyone's like chanting or some shit, however the fuck they had to do it. How you just have to reach a certain frequency. It's really actually scientific, but
that's sure there's something into it, into vibration and frequencies. That's what rules parts of the universe.
Yeah, like
even with our eyes, what we see is a part of a slow band of frequencies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a slow, a small.
Well, like I watched this thing that showed how if you just put like a normal like cordless phone that you have in your house, like if you put that in a birdhouse or whatever, a bird won't come in that fucking thing because of the waves. But if you take it out completely away, it comes back no problem, and it just makes you think like, that must fuck with their navigational, you know. And we actually have a part in our brain that I guess is similar to theirs, where we follow magnetism to a certain extent, not nearly to the extent of like a bird, but it just goes to show like all these cell towers and shit. What could it be doing with us? Not just cancer and shit, but who knows what else? Cancer being probably one of the biggest things, actually. But
the four principal forces that moves the universe is the weak nuclear forces, the strong nuclear forces, the electromagnetism, and gravity.
Yeah.
And then there's space and time.
You know, I always wonder what I always figured. I always wonder about Tesla. You know, shouldn't we have been able to do what he was doing? Like, shouldn't we have been able to?
Oh, Edison put the kibosh on that shit because he wanted to make money.
Isn't that the classic thing though? Like, we should be driving different cars. We should be.
Yes. But see, that's where I feel like everybody started going left-brained, and what I mean by that is disconnecting from nature, using it for what it's worth. Is not treating it right. You're supposed to work with it.
Well, yeah, I think it was industry. Like, you know, somebody. It was about money, is what it is.
It was about money, but that has nothing to do. So, like, that to me is counterintuitive to evolution and harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's money and control.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like that. That to me is like the biggest problem. It's going to take a complete self-destruction in order for harmony to come back.
Excuse me. That's part of the thing with Nibiru. I think it's more a thing about a change in consciousness that we're living. Internet is our first, how can I say that, globalized mind.
Yeah, where everybody's connected.
As a species, so it's brand new. And we just passed from the era of the Pisces to the era of the Aquarius.
We haven't done that yet, though, right? Isn't that like in 2150 or something?
Is that far?
Yeah, I think we're still in the age of Pisces. I'm not positive. I should look that up, but
because it's long stretches, there's always rumblings in the beginnings and the end.
Yeah, it's very interesting to me.
The
signs are kind of interesting to me. Leah looks at those and thinks that like, oh, you could just say that about anybody, and it doesn't really make any sense.
Wait, say what?
To her.
What?
Like the signs. Like she thinks that like her sign doesn't she was reading her thing and it made no sense for her, you know, but mine and Brenda's and Gavin's all linked up, you know.
Well, that's funny though. It's because I don't know, man. You know, everyone is different, and they're not and it depends where you're reading it from. It's all about interpretation, really. The science stays the same behind it. When you were born is when you were born. Where the planets lined up is where they all lined up. How someone interprets like a chart and everyone has a different interpretation, but they're interpreting the same equation, the same. So maybe she looked one place, maybe keep looking around, and you find something that sounds right for you. You know.
I'm not too much into astrology, but I think it's clearly influencing us because if the moon has an influence on the tides, everybody in the universe has an influence on us.
I can tell you. I can tell you right now, like, I mean, if it wasn't for astrology, I would be lost. It helps me figure out day to day what the hell I'm doing.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Like the magnets, everything is being pulled too, and
the moon. Your cancers are heavily influenced by the moon. That's their ruler sign.
If you want to check about the vibrations and frequencies, one guy who's interesting, he want everybody to think he's crazy, but he's not. His name is John Hutchison.
Yeah. I'll look him up.
If you heard of it.
Yeah, you gotta fucking send me all this shit on Facebook, man.
We do a whole show on these things.
Oh man, I can talk to you about that for weeks.
No, well, this is great. We found a new show to do on a different. I mean, I don't think. I mean, I really don't.
Holy shit! Somebody donated over $10.
Oh.
Thank you, Joe. Vote against Dave.
Oh, Kenner voted against Dave. He got a holy shit because he donated over $10. And he voted against Dave. So.
Is that 10?
Wow, thank you, Kenner. Thank you, Kenner. Against Dave.
13.
So that. Well, that gives Dave 13. So now he's got 13.
I thought he gave a minus.
Well, against when the more you vote is against because they're gonna have to sing the Power Rangers theme.
Oh.
So.
Oh, yeah, forgot about that.
Really wanted Dave to sing the Power Rangers theme. So Dave is losing.
That would be funny.
It better be funny.
Oh, be funnier with Tommy.
I think it would. I think Tommy might be funnier.
I'm not gonna sing that. Are you fucking kidding me?
If Dave wins, he could sing Spice World.
If Dave refuses to do it, we kick him off the show.
See, Dave will do it. I don't know. Will Tommy do it?
I think
so, yes.
Oh, I think Tommy would do it, yeah. I don't think Dave would do it.
Oh, God.
I think, well,
maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I was wrong.
Yeah, I think you got it back.
Oh, they're going to have to. Otherwise, they're fired.
You're going to have to. Oh, man.
Nice shirt, Joe.
I am. I'm wearing my original 1990. I think this is 1998 Stone Cold University T-shirt. This is my original shirt. It's fucked up.
Drink a beer, whip some ass.
It's got a couple holes in it. You graduate when you're drunk as hell. I kind of did the Undertaker a little bit because my voice is screwed up. You got to do that real Southern Texas. God damn it, son. We'll take the Indians.
Texas, I'll subscribe.
Terry Funk is from Texas?
Yes. Yes, he is.
I can't find my home.
I'm going to retire.
I was just going to the store to get a damn milk. The son of a bitch.
You know, some of the really rural Canadians kind of sound like Terry Funk.
Really?
I'm not even kidding. Like, he doesn't have
in some places, yes.
No shit.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a real hard Texas accent, but he has the accent, and he's Texan. But yeah, I don't know. I've heard it before. It's a little bit. I mean, it's Canadian, but it's like their version of the South in Canada. It's really weird. It's funny.
What are you talking about?
Everybody lives in the South in Canada.
Yeah, you're right about that. No one's up north. Once you the further you go up, it's like a video game. Like in the southern area, like it's all like there's like sort of population, and then you go up and it starts to dissipate, and then as you go up higher, it just all becomes white. You know, like just nothing. Like, and you think if you keep going, you're gonna hit the wall, like the Truman Show or a video game. Yeah, too far up. Terry's out there. I feel like Teresa's out. Like,
then Chara comes out and he knocks you out.
Then Chara comes and kills you. Yeah. I remember when Chara was in Ottawa, I thought I called him a dinosaur and I hated him. I hated him when he was in Ottawa. I just didn't like what he looked like. I was like, I don't like that guy.
It was even worse when he was with the Islanders.
Oh, really? I don't remember.
He looked like a toothpick.
Like yeah, he looked ridiculous. And then when he was on then I realized he was actually a pretty cool dude. I didn't know he was such a. You can't help when you see a big guy, you think he's a big jackass. Like you can't help.
Dude, I love this this dude whose books I'm gonna start reading.
Yeah.
He's on the suggested videos of this video.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Because we're
Who's
talking
the guy?
about this stuff. Robert Bivol.
Oh yeah, okay.
I
It's
like
about
that
the
guy.
pyramids.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Beefy Mario says, shoot. I think he says, gun my dick, please. Gun dick in, please.
Blow my fucking balls off.
Shoot my dick in, please. Beefy Mario says. I don't know.
No, and then he says, blow my fudging balls off.
Oh, okay. He really. Why would you want to like execute your private parts?
Just do it.
It's really weird.
Have you read any of his books, Ben?
No, but I've seen some documentary with him.
Yeah, he's on all kinds of shit, but yeah. I saw him on the Pyramid Code for the first time.
Because Boval is one of the main guys on that topic.
Yeah.
And of course, there's the guy in Egypt, Zahi Hawass.
Is that the dude that
the Egyptian Indiana Jones? He's the guy he was the minister of the all that anyway of the pyramids and ancient things and in Egypt for years and years. What was that song?
Yeah, what was that?
I don't know what just played. I don't know. It was a commercial.
Was it Spice World?
Yeah, Dad, Tommy will be in Spice World. Are they gonna do? They're gonna come back. I heard the Gwen Stefani.
Really?
What's going on?
Holy shit! Somebody donated over $10.
My vote goes for Dave.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, New Jersey Dave throwing up 20 votes for Dave.
Ooh.
He's really putting Dave on here. 23. That's 33 for Dave.
Maybe Caitlyn Jenner built the pyramids.
New Jersey Dave, thank you for the donation. And then Bruce Jenner. Yeah, does the pyramid has a vagina?
No, Caitlyn, the vag.
The vag hole.
The soon-to-be veg.
I hope you guys are drinking with us tonight.
Do you think that the guy is going to divorce himself?
Get the fuck out of here, Bruce.
I like him. I don't care. Like, I haven't been paying attention, so I don't know if like his wife is down with this or what's going on. I don't understand.
He doesn't have does he have a wife? Oh yeah, that cunt.
He likes women, he says still. Like he wants to bang women still.
Hell yeah, he's gonna hit up that blonde tranny from Dirty Sexy Money.
I thought it was that like you want to get rid of your parts, but that's not true. That's not what it is. He wants to bang.
He kept the whole shebang?
Did he?
I don't know. I've never been in his
He didn't.
shorts.
He did.
No.
He kept the balls and the cack.
I think he wants to bang women. He's just
He does.
but he's a woman.
He probably wants to. He probably wants to be with
attention
another.
whore.
He probably wants to be with another trans.
I don't know what to think about him because there are a lot of people that have, wanted to do something like this for a long time. But yeah, he does it. But it seems to be an attention thing for the. You're right, but I don't want to. I'm worried about saying that because maybe he really has become like that, and he likes attention and likes doing the show, and he might really just believe that. Like I don't know. To be honest, I keep wanting to think that, but then when I see him, I'm like, I think this is just really him. But I think we all are upset at him because we're sick of it. So I think people are gonna be really, upset about it. I don't know. But he's doing it to himself, so I don't know. It doesn't bother me that much. It really doesn't. I'm like, I don't care that much. I'm like, oh, cool. That's kind of cool and great.
The cack and
I'm not
balls.
I don't know.
I don't follow that.
I don't follow that.
The Kardashians and
No, I don't really follow them. The Kardashians are stupid. I mean, Jenner, I hate Bruce Jenner the least of all of them because at least he's just Bruce Jenner doing his thing. The rest of them,
Kardashian.
But they're all into manipulation. It's so weird. Like that. What happened to Kim? I saw her at like a music thing with Kanye West, and her ass is like giant. She got like some kind of implants in her ass.
Dude, that's what she's famous for.
Oh my god, she looks
her
like
ass.
She looks like an idiot.
You never what the fuck?
I don't know. I don't fucking pay. Her lips are huge.
No, I'm not saying pay attention, but I just mean like, yeah, that's what she's fucking known for.
I guess I should know about it because everybody. I guess I did know it, but I just didn't realize it was that.
You never
ridiculous.
really seen the sumbitch.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that. Like that's I'm like, what? So they're all into that. It's something that's flowing in that family's blood. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're ridiculous.
The only one that makes me laugh these days is Trump.
Yeah, he makes me laugh. Yeah, he's funny.
Have you seen the last GOP debate?
I meant to ask you that, Joe. Did you?
No, I did not. What happened?
You didn't watch the debate?
When? Tonight?
No, the other night.
No, I was at work probably.
No, well, it was at night.
I missed it.
Oh,
there
yeah, you
were two crazy questions.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean, Jesse?
Well, which ones?
They were asked, what name would you use? Because the president has a nickname every time.
Oh, that you mean when they were bullshit? Yeah.
Yeah. So they were asked, what is the president nickname you would like to have? And I think Trump was funny.
Yeah. What did he say? Humble.
Yeah.
A couple of them were pretty good.
Harassment. He should have said
and
harassment.
just before Jeb Bush said, ever ready. Is that full of energy, Donald?
Oh my God.
Because Trump is always saying that Jeb Bush is lacking energy.
Yeah.
Jeb Bush is a psycho.
You know, but if it wasn't for his father and his brother, he didn't come off so bad.
He doesn't come off bad, but he wants to increase the tax rates for the rich.
Yeah, they all do, though.
Well, but the same way Bush did it. The problem with Jeb Bush for me is he wants to literally go back to everything that fucked us up, like before with Bush, and do it again. And it's the same thing, even worse. He wants the percentage to go up higher. I think George Bush Jr. or George Bush wanted the back in 2002 or whatever, wanted it to be like, I don't fucking know, like 34% or something. They settled on 31, and so Jeb Bush wants 36. So, it's gonna be or something. It's crazy. But he comes off better because I heard Jeb Bush too, and I was like, he seems nice, even though. But yeah, the Bush thing freaks me out though. But he seems nice. But then I heard that, and then I saw that, and was like, oh.
They all have some sort of craziness.
Everyone, yeah, exactly. We need to split the country up into 4 places, and we'll pick which way you're going. All right, you guys go here, you guys go there, and we'll figure it out.
Kardashians are the aliens. We built the pyramid with her ass.
That's how they move the bricks.
She just hit the ground with that thing, and they fucking flew up there.
Oh, you want to see?
About the pyramids, the only one that I found that makes sense, I think, it's a French architect named Jean-Pierre Houdin. Houdin. It's his family name.
Yeah.
And I think that the way he proposed it was built, it makes sense.
Okay.
You gotta send me all these names on Facebook.
Oh no. Because I can give you lots of things. On 9/11, I can give you all the names and what to check and go.
No, I'm down. I'm totally down.
Because it's tough. Because since 2009, I think on YouTube the water is muddy.
Yeah. But I'm pretty quick at like with Ancient Aliens. I watch it purely to get info on the places they're talking about. Things I didn't know about, but I don't buy into their because their bullshit never changes. It's the same shit every episode. So fuck
Ancient
them.
Aliens, it's not pretty. It's not that legit.
No.
They're going off that guy's book.
But but the stuff they're talking about, there's other people that talk about the same shit.
Yeah, with
minus
validity.
the aliens. Even with the aliens, I've heard other people talk
Yeah.
about the aliens, and it's much more real sound. Like I could actually listen to them and actually go, "Oh wow."
Yeah, there's more
Doesn't matter
validity
what
to
they-
it.
Sometimes they tweak the thing and they make it seems like it's alien-ish, but it's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, so it's just you're right though. It's muddy. There's so many. I mean, I don't know if on Netflix there's an easy one. I think the Pyramid Code was done well.
Yeah, I saw
Did you
that
see
one.
that?
I saw that one.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
What you guys have to listen to is those the fucking Nibiru stuff because it's so funny.
What's a good one with on that?
I'm gonna give you this. I'm gonna send you this guy because he interviews these guys and everyone is gold because they go for an hour, they scare you, but they're not. But they're normal. It seems very believable in a way. But they'll be like, you know, it's gonna come, you know, and people don't believe it, you know, and then he's like, I know, and then
the one I seen you watch, it was bizarre. It was kind of too religious.
The one that I played,
yeah.
Which one was that? Was that the Late Night in the Midlands one?
I don't remember. I didn't know the guy.
This is it's non-human entities.
Lots. If you check the roots of that story, lots of things comes from Zechariah Sitchin. And Sitchin is problematic because he was saying that he looked at Babylonians' papers and archives and things like that, and he pretended he was one of the few guys who could read them.
Yeah.
So we don't know. So
right.
Probably he invented a part of it, and he amalgamate everything that goes with it. That is good.
Right.
That makes sense.
Well, I know the guy gets more views than me as far as his subscribers go.
Well, you
But
know what
listen to
scares
this.
me is I truly do believe that perception really is what becomes. So really, I think that the more people believe in things, it's going to happen regardless. Because you get that's how it works. I mean, I don't even think that's just what I believe. I really think that's just how it works. You believe you if people start believing some shit like the what were you guys talking about? Where there's going to be some planet right next to ours, Planet X or some shit.
Yeah.
Fucking who knows? Maybe not in our lifetime or even 200, 300 years from now. Maybe fucking a few thousand years from now. But it might happen.
Well, they believe it's every 3,600 years that it comes around, and that's why you find different animals in different parts of the planet. This has happened many times before, and every time it comes around, it gets close enough to the Earth that it fucks up the magnetic poles and everything, and the whole Earth flips. You know, everything switches. The pole switches. Now, whether it actually and you could go into all kinds of layers into this. Like, does it come every 3,600 years? Some other person thinks it comes every 30 million years or something. And then what happens?
What I don't like is when there's different. Like
yeah,
there should be a straight amount of data and then theories off of that data.
But what I find is that the conspiracy people who are selling a CD, they're muddying the waters. Like you could possibly because they want to sell the book, so they want to tell you it's coming soon. Like it could come any second, and it's 3,600 years, and that makes more sense because you're like, oh, this could have happened before, and the pole will fuck things up a little bit as it does this big swing on this elliptical orbit that it has. And when it loops around, what happens is we don't see it coming. When it loops around, it goes in front of the sun. And when it goes in front of the sun, I guess we can't see it. And then it gets hot from the sun. And then when it comes towards us, the radiation and the sunbursts and the planet that's coming at us and all these things. And they're saying that's what's affecting the Earth right now. That's why the earthquakes are up. If you look at the earthquakes, the measurable earthquakes.
I know that they're up. We're going to have one here soon.
And the Gulf Stream, they believe the Gulf Stream isn't there anymore because of the oil or something. It could be the oil or, I don't know. And the weather patterns and everything's getting hotter because the planet's coming and it's...
Now, which one are we talking about right now? Which?
Nibiru.
Okay.
Planet X.
Planet X.
Oh, so wait, they're the same fucking thing. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's more Planet X. Nibiru kind of insinuates that it has something to do with the Anunnaki. and that's where they were from, planet Nibiru. So it's like you're mixing two different things, but really, the idea of Planet X is that it's gonna come around.
This does sound like bullshit.
Yeah,
because even today, when they talk about on YouTube about the Illuminati, since 2009, it's muddied by all the music industry linked to it.
Yeah,
but it's not that. That's not the real thing. That's the symbolism that they use today in music videos, but it has roots that are earlier than that. even if you think about the medical sign, what is the sign for medical?
Yeah.
Oh, I just saw this the other day. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's two snakes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, isn't it like DNA? Maybe from my standpoint.
Yeah, I always thought it was.
I think there's knowledge that is kept from people and that's the way they control us. I think we have more travel possibilities with the different energies, but they don't release it because while they control it, they control us.
It's just like the Edison thing. That's all you have to know is one company was powerful and didn't want to go under because they're Edison and everything. So the Tesla thing never takes off. Why did, remember beta tapes? No, VHS was already fucking going here, in the country, and especially in America. So beta tapes phased out and VHS took over, but VHS was a lower quality than beta.
Yeah.
So you don't get the best all the time. It becomes about industry. And that's
the porn industry that decided for that one.
Right. Exactly. The fucking porn industry. So we got worse because of the porn industry, and we got worse because of Edison and the control and the power. And I don't think it's ever anything that's I don't think it's as dastardly sometimes as we think that they're keeping it from us, as much as they want to make money.
And it's human nature.
Because if you follow the
medications,
listen to this,
and have them very well protected, and that's for them. That's for the elites, the higher ups. They will allow a certain number of citizens that have some kind of a skill that they need, say scientists, electricians, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. If they're maybe under 45 years of age, but anybody over that, it's you're on your own.
I don't suppose they're taking any radio host, huh?
So she's talking about the government, building the caves and everything and taking all our resources and basically saying, there should be all this money out there. China's saying they're bankrupt and we're bankrupt and we're all losing money and nobody has any money. And she's like, well, somebody should be at the table with a big pile of chips. Because where the fuck did the money go?
But I think it goes further than the government.
Yeah.
It's something else. Because if we talk about travel means, the evolution, we had, how can I say that? Water power, and then it was steam, and then it became, what did they use? The Chinese use it a lot.
I know, dude, Bill Burr talked about this.
Coal, then we use coal.
Yeah.
And now it's the explosion motor with cars. And then the reactor for a jet or things like that, and the jet for a plane is invented since 100 years, and we're still stuck there. I don't think so.
No, I don't believe so at all.
Yeah,
There's something about magnetism.
Yeah, especially in the Bermuda Triangle too. They always talk about that, and so there's multiple different things to talk about, right? Bermuda Triangle. Is it aliens? Is it a dimension where...
Well, you know what they do, though? They keep it in that zone where it's like what you're talking about now, like where it's questioned, where it's actually laughable.
Yeah.
Where it's not taken seriously. And as long as it's kept there, it's safe.
But what I'm saying is, like, you could there's so many different theories about it. Like, it could be... Is the Bermuda Triangle aliens? Is it coincidence? Is it the magnetic force of the Earth? where it's sitting in the positioning of the magnetism of the Earth. Is there a city buried underneath the sea there, and there's a giant crystal or a giant magnet or something huge that we don't know about that's under the water that's fucking things up from a civilization that was advanced or whatever, maybe not even more advanced, but had something, a device. So we don't know. Is it coincidence? Is it the magnetism of the Earth? Because if you there's always that unstable part of a magnet, that middle ground of a magnet, right? Where like the thing just would spin. You think of any magnet. When you get a magnet in that middle center, where it's not quite on the north and not quite on the south, it starts to rattle and you kind of go a little out of control. Is that the Bermuda Triangle? Is that the point of the Earth, in the sphere of the Earth, where there's a magnetism issue, a balance? And that's all it is. It's just the science of the magnetism of the planet.
I think it's that.
Yeah.
There's a counterpart to the Bermuda Triangle. It's near Japan, and it's called the demon or the...
Yeah, it's just like it. I've heard of that.
Yeah.
In fact, they made, in many videos, they draw it like a triangle and say that is also triangular, but I don't know if that really has anything to do with it. But they always point to it.
Lots of mysteries on that planet.
Yeah. There's so many of them, and then everyone pulls it to their own, whatever your agenda is, you pull it into it. Is it aliens? We'll pull it into aliens. Is it religion? We'll pull it into religion. Is it nonsense? You'll consider it nonsense. Or is it wondrous? We'll consider it wondrous. So there's all these different places where you can put it, and I want to believe that it's aliens. I want to believe that it's Stargate.
I mean, honestly, like I can
but
believe
it's probably just
in
the planet.
aliens. Well, I can believe in aliens, but it doesn't necessarily mean like it has to be for any particular thing. Hell, there can be multiple. You can have all kinds of different scenarios. They can all be sort of right in some way, just misinterpreted maybe.
Yeah, you could say that an alien civilization lives under the water to monitor us in a different dimension, and they're under there. Or you could say that a civilization that predates us was helped by aliens, and they built this big thing to get them off the planet. And that thing is sitting under the water right now. That's what's causing the problem. You can turn it so many different ways.
Well, what I heard was that I think it was what is his name? You might know, Ben. David Sarita. He fucking.
We lost Jesse.
Jesse?
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
The aliens cut him off.
Yeah. Right. The Illuminati. Fucking,
yeah.
So, the pyramid is basically the pyramids are like it's a machine basically, and I guess it creates light. And I guess what he was saying is he believes that a whole civilization, I don't know, transported. Via the fucking pyramid, and I don't know where the fuck they went. Whatever. I don't know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that was his take on it, and it was just his personal take on it. Mm-hmm. He said he found that through meditation and all kinds of whatever, yada yada yada. It was just like, huh. Okay, well at least that's not just there was some kind of device or alien, whatever.
Well, you want to hear something funny about that? By the way, about the whole thing about him believing that is when you think back on like somebody back in the day, like ancient people who might have seen something, and they might have been like, "Oh, we must pray to this," and you're like, "No, this is just a fire or whatever." So they make all these assumptions about what it is, like it's magic, it's fire, it's God, and then here we are, way in the future, looking at something primitive
with our left brain,
right? And we're like, "Wow." This could have been made by aliens where they beamed off the dimension, and you can only picture them back then laughing, like going back then and seeing
how funny, Joe. That's a great point.
Isn't it funny? Like it's reverse. It's fucking hilarious.
That is really good stuff.
And the answer to that, to what I just said, the answer is we're still the same humans. Like even though, so we still make assumptions like that. So you can go back and say that and they would be like, well, why don't you go tell the 300 villagers who were in the 50 who lost their lives, who pulled it with rope.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have phones, they didn't have TV, they didn't have bullshit to keep them so occupied. They were to get. You know what? Isn't it still called the Band of Peace up there?
I don't know.
The Band of Peace.
Yeah, over there by where the pyramids are. Basically,
Oh.
like everything was in sync over there. The whole community, the whole, all
Yeah.
the we're so everyone is like against everyone. You're lucky if you can find people that are truly like on your level in life. Like on your vibrational pattern or whatever the fuck you want to call it. People like us, like we can get people you can not only trust but you can actually get along with and understand. A lot of times in this world, like everyone's against one another, and it's crazy. If you fucking actually do find people that are genuine, you still don't know if you can trust it because you're like, wow, that's it. You don't see that every day, and that's a scary thought. It wasn't. I think it was so different before.
Yeah, you could be in the Duggar family and get raped by your brother.
Well, yeah, you could do that. Do you don't think Jesus played a little finger?
They create that division. With
who? What?
If you listen to the news, it's always fear,
Yeah.
consume. That's it.
God, imagine if they said what was really going on.
I don't know what's going on.
No, I know, but like with the news, I always think like, well, first thing they'd say, and I guess there is some truth to it, is you can't tell the public everything because then there is a mass panic. People can take things and run with it and go crazy. So they can't really tell everyone everything, but they really it's what do I use when we talk about wrestling? It's insulting, like the news and everything, because you know that they're bullshitting you, and it's all muddied, like you said,
Yeah, it's really hard to sift
that's
through.
the raising of the consciousness. Everybody feels that it's not going good, but nobody can put his finger on what's really wrong, and that's what we have to get to.
Well, guys, it's pretty late, and I'm gonna wrap up the show. This was pretty cool. I like this.
Jay Davis says, "Real talk says aliens do exist. Real talk."
Well, speaking of him, he's gonna close the show out. I think we should do another show. I don't know if we should really keep it for Monetize this. But, Ben, if you ever want to do this again, I mean, I'm interested in all this stuff, and so isn't Jesse. I think we could really go into a wonderland with all this stuff.
So I've actually been thinking about, I was talking to Tommy about it even. Maybe doing a channel revolving around shit like this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But, yeah, basically.
But I prefer to do it in a linear way. Because if we go every place...
No, I agree with you. I know I can't do it myself. I need other people that, that's how I work, is in a collaborative sense. So that's perfect, actually, to be able to.
Because I should have called in the first hour because Joe was on fire on 9/11. He brought some good points, and I could have bring more. Let's keep that for another time.
Yeah, let's do that again. And Frenchie Ben, thanks for calling.
When we have the Germans here.
Yeah, right, with the couple of Germans. Yeah, Frenchie Ben, you made me interested, and that was a good spot.
No, this was great.
Yeah, I was going to end it a while ago, so I'm glad you gave us this extra talk.
Yeah, no, it was fun. I'm really happy to have talked to you both.
And yeah, thank you. And Frenchie Ben, thanks very much. I'm going to let you go so you don't have to listen to this music, okay?
And a hell of a debut.
A great debut on the show. I talked to him on Tommy's show. We usually yell at each other. Thanks, Ben. I'll see you, man.
You crushed me.
I know. I love you. I love you, though. We have the best rivalry in hockey. Everybody else is jealous. I'll see you.
Yep.
Thanks, man. Great
buddy.
call. What a great call. And a good topic because it got me thinking about stuff instead of thinking about how I wanted to stab myself. But anyway, so this was Monetize this 44, guys. It was really weird. I appreciate you guys for showing up.
This was my kind of show.
I
enjoyed it. I've been wanting to do one like this for a hot minute.
If it wasn't called Monetize this, I would have been happier, but that's okay.
Why the fuck? See, I don't understand that.
Because I think people have a different standard for it now. They don't think it's this. But that's okay. What the fuck? It's all right. I mean, I don't know. We just
I don't understand that. I don't get that one bit.
I'm looking at the stats. I'm looking at the stats. Things are weird.
Oh, that's because they all want to talk about Randy fucking Orton. Fuck that shit.
Why, is he dead?
No, that's just, tough shit.
I thought he was dead.
We're doing a show here. We're trying to grow. We're not trying to fucking...
Yeah,
fuck that. I'm not even... It doesn't bother me.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna do what?
All right, I'm going to play Real Talk's video. This is Real Talk's new video from Jay Davis. Real Talk. Go subscribe to him. Go give him a like. Check out his video. If I directed this, it would have been even better. All right, good night, everyone.
You know, my dad really likes you. He says that you're even a keeper, and he never liked anyone I dated before.
What? That's crazy. Your dad grilled me every time he saw me.
That's how he is when he's really interested. My whole family loves you.
Well, I kind of figured that out when they gave me their blessing.
Yes! Yes, it is a yes.
Who the fuck is you guys?
Who the fuck are you guys?
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I'm Hall.
Look at that cracker boy.
We're Satan's wet nightmare. Live in the flesh.
Look, man, whatever you want, leave us out of it.
Look, me and the crew are bored.
We're gonna have a little fun.
You don't have to do this.
They all say we don't have to do this, but
I would have said, I don't know what they're going to do yet. Don't do anything. We could be dancing.
I wonder what's taking them so long.
Who knows, man? They probably in there celebrating or something.
Get your editor to get sound effects. Real talk.
Have a nice trip, lovelies.
Man, no, dude.
Oh man.
All I need is a verse. I don't even write anymore.
That Sting influence. That Sting influence.
Okay, I am what you want. Roll that weed up, let's get high. Be the one to light it up, we smoke it up. Spit propane, but yeah, I spit that cocaine. Got my hands on it like Cobain. My nigga Tay said he got that dope, man. Pardon me, but y'all hesitate. Got the keys to the game, we navigate. 5 shots that'll make you levitate. We was getting paid by that Mandalay. Try touching my crown, that's that uppercut to your system. Legacy gang, we down. We ain't really shaking hands with no victims. Can I get an encore for your membership? I just put my hands on the manuscript. Got a brain that came from the Lazarus. I can shock the world with a gang of pip. You ain't gotta say it, you love my flow, but I come from a place you cannot go. I'm a beast on the beat, I'm an animal, so I guess you could say I'm a cannibal. Switch it up and then break it down. One verse and they love the sound. Wahlberg of my city, she ain't got an ass, I hope she got. I ain't tryna disrespect, but I done seen my life. Most of y'all, you just sleep at night. I don't know if I'm sane, that's that good shit for your brain. And we okay, I am what you want. Roll that weed up, let's get high. Be the one to light it, all I need's a verse. Okay, I am what you want. Roll that weed up, let's get high. Be the one to light it, all I need's a verse. Okay, I am what you want. Roll that weed up, let's get high. Be the one to light it, all I need's a verse. Okay, I am what you want. Roll that weed up, let's get high. Be the one to light it, all I need's a verse.
Yeah. Real talk, the metaphor messiah. Trying to take them to places they never been. Follow me. See, I only need one verse to say what I gotta say. Which is, I am real talk. The world's yours.
I don't really gotta brag how I got skills. I could do this underwater like I got gills. Uma Thurman when I'm out, we just kill bills.
Yeah, I gotta go check out Jay Davis on YouTube. Of course, go subscribe to him and check it out. He's fucking awesome. Jesse, I had fun tonight, bro. I hope you had fun too.
Yeah, me too.
I had a lot of fun. It was a weird deal tonight, but I think it's okay.
Are we still live?
Yeah, we are still live. We are still live.
Oh.
It's okay to talk to everybody.
They can all listen in.
You can all listen to me talk. Real talk, Jay Davis. He's the shit.
Yeah.
I shit on him. And I got one more thing I told my buddy I'd play it. Of course, you guys may know him as well. I told my buddy I'd play it, and I almost forgot. And then I went in a real talk, and he's gay?
No, he's the man.
Who? Real talk? Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is I want you guys to check out Real Talk and Jay Davis. But I also want you to check out my buddy Hectic617. This is for him.
Yeah, I remember that dude.
Yeah, he told he was gonna beat up Tosevich, remember? And then he scared the shit out of him that night. He really got in a problem. He really had a problem with him. Like they really had.
I don't remember. You're gonna have to show me.
They had an issue with each other.
That?
What?
No, like when did he say that?
Way back when, like this is like a year and a half ago or something.
Oh shit.
But this is my buddy Hectic, and he's from right down the street from me. And
Junkie Girl.
And and it's Junkie Girl. He's finally actually putting it out. He's got a CD, and he's gonna be putting it out soon. And I'll have a link for that up soon as well. But here is one of the songs. This is the old version before we re-recorded it. But here it is. Bam. I'll see you. Good night.
Yeah. The song. It's based off multiple girls I used to know. No one in particular, but everyone combined. Yeah. Back when them pills had me by the balls. Fix a methadone clinic for the junkie broad. I was with it, I'll admit it, man. Yeah, I hit it raw. Should've got a condom at the store and put it on. Oh, y'all dirty little freaks are hard to resist, but I can see the scar where your wrist cut. And tonight you just wanna be with a star, cause my song make you feel better than aging your arm. And I truly wish I could save them all. Throwing booty, tits, and bras, pussy in my palm. What to do with this bra? Wanna get it on, cause she idolized me, but she inject evil into that ivy. That little brown powder got her by the soul. So I laid there with her just in case she overdosed. Check her pulse, flashlight into the windows of her soul. But she fell asleep that night and never woke up. Yeah, little junkie girl, fucking up my world. Wish that I never met her. Little junkie hoe, she ain't got no soul. Baby got nowhere to go. Yeah, she told me that my music made her stop using. Back when war, love, and addiction was that new shit. She even got her first sobriety medallion a year today to the release of my album. And then I lost touch with her for about 6 months. During that same time, started sniffing drugs. And then I made a song about getting high on opiates. Sounded like I was promoting it, put it on the internet. 3 weeks later, seen her on a public park bench with a cigarette, nodding off, burning holes in her own clothes. And she said to me, I no longer have a home since you stopped being a role model to me. As an artist, didn't see my own responsibility. Gave her dough for something to eat, then I hopped up on the T. Never seen her again, I hope she's still breathing. Little junkie girl, fucking up my world. Wish that I never met her. Little junkie hoe, she ain't got no soul. Baby got nowhere to go. Yeah, I corrupted you, seen your innocence go. Let any low-life maggot crawl into your soul. And any dude that had it so messy, emotional, a coke, meth addict, whole heroin close to you, your soul, sinful, broke glove, rip you pistol, whip you this love, get you to inject drugs, and you wouldn't accept nothing, and you regret what you did in that bed. Now you beg while your sins are forgiven. It's like, nah, I can't leave her alone. She be stealing my drugs, eventually my dog took everything that I own. My possessions were gone,
and now we're standing in court with no one there to support. All cause of scandalous whore. Fuck my planet for sure, and I'll be sitting at home with Jack Daniels and porn. And I ain't taking in another fucking skank to get robbed. So y'all gonna have to find another place to bathe and be warm. Little junkie girl, fucking up my world. Wish that I never met her. Little junkie hoe, she ain't got no soul. Baby got nowhere to go.
Good night, everybody, from the Joe Cronin Show. For Tommy C and Dave who weren't here, fuck them. Hectic617 and Jay Davis, the Real Talk, and Jesse J for being here, and of course Frenchie Ben for calling in. Thank you guys. Good night, Real Talk. If you want to talk, hit me up on Skype. I'll be up for a little while here. Danny Deadly on Skype, 339-226-6610. Good night. Click the like button, subscribe, and kiss my ass. Jesse.